Cal. Mutt Man. Macho Dan. 6.
All right, everybody, we are live. Welcome to Breaking Rad. I'm Macho Dano, and I am here with the Goon Squad, a.k.a. Cal Jameson, Mutt Man, and Mark from 6 a.m. Comics. So welcome to the show, guys. How are we doing today?
Doing good, sir.
Awesome.
Very
I'm
good.
okay.
Mutt, you're okay? Why are you just okay?
Uh-oh. But it's okay.
Let's
He's a
see the
puppy.
pup.
Well, he won't come to me, and I'm gonna have to chase him because everything I do is a game. So I'm gonna have to chase him if I get up and go after him. So I'm trying to
The pup doesn't like Mutt.
Oh, he loves me. Don't get me wrong. He loves me, but everything's a game. He's just not as smart as I am. That's the problem. Come here.
At least at some point today, tonight, you're gonna have to put that dog. You're gonna have to grab that dog and scoop him up.
I'll tackle him.
You're gonna say down.
Oh.
Put that dog down.
I'm gonna get that dog.
All right. Well, tonight we don't really have a plan for what we're gonna do. We've been talking about it all week. I had something come up on Thursday. Yeah, right. I had something come up on Thursday. We weren't able to do the show, so we moved it tonight, and it's the Everything Goes stream. So I hope we have some people in the chat eventually. Maybe we'll get some people in the chat. Right now, it just looks like it's Mark. So we'll just kind of just talk about whatever on the stream until we get some people. Look at that! It just looks like a black hole on the screen.
Stop! Look here.
Good grief, he's getting big already. Oh my gosh, Mutt. He's getting big.
Look at that. Look at that specimen.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
It's not bad.
What's his name?
That's not bad.
Miles.
Miles. So who named him Miles?
The kids.
The kids? Did they just randomly picked Miles?
They just randomly picked it.
He's named after the greatest Spider-Man that ever was.
That's debatable. That's debatable. That's a good one.
That's a good way to start off.
Spider-Man.
Do you really think that?
No.
I mean, no. It's cool if you do. I just want to know if you're serious.
No, my kid loves him though because he likes that Into the Spider-Verse movie.
I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
It's probably the best Spider-Man movie ever made. Probably.
Yeah, it's actually they made that character gave him a personality, which is nice.
Yeah.
And they didn't go they didn't go too far left or anything. Like they gave him personality. Yeah, he was right down the middle. He was likable. The whole movie was great.
Yeah, you cared about him. Yeah. That was emotional too. His dad's outside the door and he's all tied up. I got emotional. I got emotional. That was a rough scene for me.
No, hey, and the Kingpin scene when he kills him, it's really rough. I mean, it's.
Man, I didn't know that when I got it for my kid's 5.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah. No, my kid.
He's sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah, that big double hammer punch down.
They went for it.
That was just a night kiss.
Oh man, yeah, that was rough. I wasn't expecting that. That movie was really intense.
The animation. Yeah, absolutely. The animation though was groundbreaking for me. It was just beautiful, the whole thing, start to finish.
Yeah.
However,
I thought from the trailers, I thought I was going to get a headache watching it because it was all that weird. It looked like it was supposed to be 3D, but you didn't have glasses for it. It was that. Actually, it didn't bother me, but the trailers was it's going to be brutal to sit through. But
Yep.
It was kind of like
hey, I wanted to quickly say hey to Trusty Sidekick who's in the chat.
Yeah,
what up? What up, Trusty?
Sidekick.
Is everybody there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Mine went black for a second. Everybody disappeared. So anyway, well, last thing I was saying is thanks, Trusty, for coming. Let's see. He's had a very trying weekend dealing with his dad. Needs some escapism, so you guys better make me laugh. Okay,
no pressure.
We'll do our very best.
No pressure.
So I gotta say too, I'm pumped because Trusty has been working on. He's like about done with pencils on my like little 4-page zombie comic, and it looks so good. I shared. Did I share it with you guys? Yeah, I shared it with you guys last time. I'll send you like some of his latest pencils. You guys can see it, but it looks really sweet. And I'll probably stream with him at some point in the near future while he's inking, and we're going to talk about it. So
cool.
Anyway,
sweet.
So how's Hero coming?
It's coming along great, man. I mean, we're probably. I think I'm down to like 3.5. I'm sorry, 7 pages.
Oh, man, I saw you posted some picture of him holding up some dude's head on Instagram. I was like, oh
yeah. That's the fatality image that
you can get me any comic with a good capitation. You're gonna get me.
Oh man,
that was brilliant.
That was fun. That was a fun one to draw. That was actually a promo. It was a promo piece. I just did that sort of off the cuff as a promo piece, just because I wanted people to see that this was going to be pretty brutal action comic, and Conan style, RoboCop style, and I just liked the page so much that we kind of incorporated it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Awesome.
It became a splash page. Yeah,
that's awesome.
What are you guys up to? How's
doing that? What is that, like the fan art challenge now? The 6-panel fan art challenge. It's all my Instagram is now. It's driving me nuts. I'm like, stop doing fan art. Like, do something.
But you know what? A lot of these guys are doing fan art of original characters. So I do like that they're not looking to do, because man, I'm telling you right now, don't you think it's boring to see another Spider-Man fan art? I mean,
yeah,
I can't take it.
Like I love when people are like, "Hey, has anybody got anything new?" I mean, like Brett Booth was looking for stuff, and I threw Hero out to him, and he actually knocked up a quick sketch.
That was crazy.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It was awesome to see, and it really gave us a lot of, we got a lot of action off of that tweet, and I put it on Instagram too, and it really did well. I mean, people love Brett Booth. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just there's a lot of talented artists on there, and a lot of them are just kind of doing fan art of Marvel stuff, and it's like you guys could be doing something like stop doing fan art, like do something new, like you don't need like comic, like do something. I had to get off of there because that's all I was doing too, and I was like, that's because you get all these likes, you get all that what is that dopamine, whatever that is, you get that hit, like, oh, they love it when I draw Wolverine, and
right,
yeah.
I was like, I got to stop. It's do something.
I got to say, Mark, your Hulk Hogan Venom crossover the other day, like totally made my afternoon. I love that.
I've got a whole bunch of those. I have him as like Emperor Palpatine, as Mario. I got all these different.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I like that too a whole lot.
Yeah, you got to keep sharing those things out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all I have left is like old doodles now, so I'm buckling down on my own stuff.
Yeah, right.
Did you guys get a lot of Shinobi Sasquatch fan art? Has a lot of people sent stuff in?
Yeah, we haven't gotten much lately, but yeah. Well, while we were live and for a little while after, we were getting lots of stuff. We did a contest and we never announced the winners, but we picked the winners, and then for some reason we just never said who they were. Kanan White obviously won because he was the only pro that entered.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's a murderer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he did 2 pieces, and I was begging him and the writer Antonio.
Oh yeah.
I was begging them to let me use one of them for like an alternate cover, and Kanan was like, "Well, I think Antonio wants to use it for something on brand." But they have never announced anything for it, so it's this awesome piece of art with our character and their character, and it's just sitting around doing nothing.
Oh man, do something with that.
What's that?
I said, do something with that.
Yeah, I'd like to. Hey, Jimmy Reyes is in here. What's up, Jimmy?
Yeah, what's going on, Jimmy?
What up?
I just shared the link with him, and he popped in. Awesome.
Very cool. Yep. Shoot, I just lost what I was gonna say. I totally blanked when I was thinking about Jimmy Reyes. I don't know you, Jimmy, but welcome to the show.
He has an effect on you, I see.
Jimmy's in our one group, but he's real busy with life, so he doesn't jump in a lot on that
Right
group.
on.
But yeah, I'm working with him on Veil of Night.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He's a penciler inker and really, really good. I met him when he inked one of Rob's. I don't know if you guys remember, but Rob did this this drawing of Snowy Sasquatch with Penny, kind of like, like a cuter version of her. Okay. And the inked version is inked by Jimmy. It's really good. Let's see if I can find it.
Did you guys see that Fraga put out a call for artists and writers and inkers to work with him on his new comic label?
No, that's cool.
Yeah, he put it out today, and he wants idea. He was like, if you want to, like, writers, if you want to pitch or send me a sample script or whatever, like, get at me. Which is pretty cool. It was under his Couch Doodles Twitter account, but I might. I mean, like, I don't expect to hear anything except like a canned letter back. But I was gonna put that my Golem book out at him. Cal.
Oh yeah, great.
I'm gonna send that out at him. Yeah.
I only one I saw from him today was that Pimples Up video he did. I forget what he was like challenging people to actually just like do some stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It was like I said, it was under the Couch Doodles, not his Dan Frag. Yeah. So, but
the Incredible Comics and
Incredible Couch Doodles, Fragaboom and Couch Doodles. Yeah.
Now he's come out recently as really openly CG. I wonder if he's only looking for CG people to
I don't know. I mean, I think he's pretty. I think he's he's come out very openly CG, but I think he's pretty like. Trusty just said I tweeted the link to actually join the stream. No, I did. That was not my intention, Trusty. Thank you for letting me know. Oops. I'm gonna totally delete that.
Can I show you guys that piece real quick that I was talking about?
Trusty, you can join if you want.
Yeah, bring Trusty in.
I don't mind if Trusty. I don't mind if you come on if you want to.
Hit the link.
Application window. Here we go. All right, can you guys see that?
All right, hold on. Let me. There it is.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at that.
Go big.
Dang.
Hold on.
Go in on that.
Woo.
Let me drop the banner too. Hold on. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I love this one because Penny always looks real frumpy in the other drawings he's done, and this one she's kind of cute, and I don't know, it's cool. Wow. And that sword, oh yeah,
that's beautiful. Dang.
Yeah, and I love Jimmy's inking style. And by the way, he has ink brushes his own brush set I think it's on Clip Studio.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he does good stuff.
Yeah, Benny J's in here and it says reminds me a little of the Max.
Yeah,
and yeah, definitely. Oops, sorry, Cal.
That's all right.
I keep hitting the wrong button. Yeah, it does. That kind of really huge like thigh bent over, and his inks work really well with that too.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's right.
So Trusty says he can't join us. We get Jimmy in here too. Jimmy could join us.
Jimmy just started his own stream, I think. But
very cool.
Yeah, if you want to hop in, Jimmy, you're welcome.
If he does, I will put the link. Or the link. Hold on. I'll find the right link, not share it out to everybody else in the private chat. Let me see. And Cal, you can give it to him if you want. Happy to have somebody else on. That should be the right one. How do we hop in? All right. So Jimmy, Cal's going to send you a link. You can click that. It'll bring you right here, and then I will let you in. You'll be better. You'll be more exciting than Mutt Man anyway. And he's gone for some reason. Cal just dropped out.
Oh, no.
It's just me and you, Mark. So we got to fill some time.
He just became the wrestling stream.
Yeah, Cal's back on. There we go.
All right.
yeah, so we'll get Jimmy in here too and talk about some stuff. So how are you guys holding up under quarantine? Are you guys fully on like house arrest, not leaving at all, or are you guys getting out and like going to the grocery store or what?
I go to Starbucks.
Yeah,
that's about because they got that nice little chip reader, so you just pop your own card.
Yep.
And touch it.
I do the phone. I hold up my app and they just scan it.
Oh, nice.
We've been doing a lot of like delivery. Have you guys been doing delivery?
Oh yeah, we're doing a lot of delivery.
I highly recommend Chili's.
We just got that today.
There's no Chili's even remotely close to me.
Oh man, we did it last week. We did like my whole family did the smokehouse combos, and those are so good. But we did it tonight again. But I'm really paranoid. So I like bring the bags in, wash my hands.
Yeah.
Pull the stuff out, wash my hands, take everything out, put it on plates, wash my hands, and I go through the whole thing because
tonight
I'm paranoid.
Yeah, my wife went to the grocery store and she comes back in, and we took everything out of the bags from the grocery store. I just took the grocery store bags, threw them away, washed my hands, and then put everything in the cabinets, and then wiped the counter down where I had set everything. And I was just like, I'm trying to be safe. And like the thing is, my wife
our stuff off and running. Like they don't wait for you to answer the door. Like they're gone
right
before.
DoorDash or Uber Eats are just like throwing it there.
You feel like ring when you open the door. Like
so my wife works at our local hospital, and she works in the emergency department. They have an office that's off-site, that's not in that building. So most of what they do, they can do like through an iPad with like patients and stuff. They don't have to be there most of the time. Sometimes, depending on the patient, they have to go in the room. But she's trying not to go in. But it like every time she says she goes in, she has to put on the big like full on like real healthcare provider mask, because she has to walk through the ED or the emergency department, and like there's sick people with the virus there, and they have them in negative pressure rooms and stuff like that. But she's like, I walk in, I have hand sanitizer on my hands already. I walk into the room, I squirt hand sanitizer on my hands again. I don't touch anything, and I stand as far away from the patient as I can. I talk to the patient. I squirt hand sanitizer on my hand. I walk out of the building. Like she's like,
man,
on it, and like luckily it's only happening like maybe once or twice a week she has to go in, but it's kind of nerve-wracking, especially like we have kids at home, like they evidently do much better than anybody other demographic, but still like we don't want it because I want to keep working. I don't want to have to go in and be like, call my boss and be like, sorry, we're quarantined for 14 days, I can't come in.
Right.
Yeah. We have my youngest got like just a cough like right before all the stuff went down.
Oh
so
yeah.
And my wife both have the cough, and like everybody, it's like the worst time you can have any kind of ailment because everyone thinks you got corona now. It's just I got a cough. Sorry.
Well, it's like it right now is seasonal allergy season. Like it's getting 60s and 70s here during the day. All the flowers are blooming.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And so everywhere, like my kids are like, my throat's kind of sore. I'm like, don't worry, it's allergies. It's not coronavirus. But I'm like, my throat's sore. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I try to hold it. Like if I'm out getting a coffee or something, I'm just like holding back the cough as much as I can. Like,
yep.
I'm sorry.
All right. Did you send Jimmy that link, Cal?
Yeah. I don't know if let's see. He hasn't responded. Yeah, I sent Jimmy. If you're listening, I sent you the link on Twitter.
Cool.
And so yeah, hop in whenevs.
Yeah. So we are. I'm still getting out and working through this, and I work in the bike industry. So I have a shop that I go into every day, and I'm dealing with public, or I'm wrenching on bikes. I'm doing all kinds of different things, but we're only allowing one person in our shop at a time. So like it's like concierge shopping. So the person comes in and they have this little waiting area we've created, and they can sit down and hang out. And the one of our salespeople will go and get bikes or product or whatever and bring them to the person that's sitting down, and like have this platter, and they like bring all these gloves or whatever parts or whatever, and they can be like, I'll have that one and that one and that one or whatever.
Oh wow!
But like
sweet now, like how things work. I almost don't want it to change, like when everything goes back to normal.
It's crazy. Like we are selling so much, like even though all this is happening, like the bike industry is really good. So I'm excited because all that is moving along well for me. But so many people are hurting, so it's kind of a bummer. We got a couple more people. I'll get to Jimmy in 1 second. And we have Ichthy here, and it's Ara. I'm probably ruining that. I'm very sorry. I'm bad at reading and bad at pronouncing names I don't know. So anyway, welcome guys. And yes, Ichthy, I am Macho Biker Dan. Thank you. But let's stop right there and let's welcome Jimmy Reyes to the show. What's going on, Jimmy?
Hey, how's it going?
Glad to have you here.
I hope you guys don't mind. I sent out a tweet just letting people know that I'm going to be on here with you guys.
Oh, no, please.
Yeah, 100%. That's perfect.
I can bring in some followers. I've started up my own live stream where I demo my inking. People can get in and see the new stuff that I'm doing with digital inks.
Awesome. Yeah, and if you want to put that in the chat or put it in our private chat on the right-hand side of the screen, we'll share that out so people can like get to that YouTube and subscribe. And there's the other part of the Goon Squad. That is Mutt. I'm sorry you got to look at him, but there he is.
Great. So is everyone here working on a book through like Indiegogo or?
We're all working in one way or another. Like Mutt and I are working on a book together called Hero. Blood of Patriots.
I'm working, and Dan's not.
He's riding bikes.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment at this point.
That's kind of like Cal. He's doing all the work right now, and I haven't touched the pencil yet. So he's
I just finished. Yeah, I just finished the first draft of the script, and as soon as Jimmy goes through it with a fine-tooth comb, I'm going to do a second draft. It's cool. I'm digging this book, you guys, and I've written a ton of lore, and out of the backstory that I've been writing, Jimmy was like, "Hey, do we want to do that book instead? Because there's the story of this other character in it that's like long dead, but it's really awesome." So yeah, we're stoked about this book. It's gonna be cool.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm pumped to see it. Got Rusty in here too. What's up, Rusty?
Hey.
So where we? Sorry, I was trying to type something and I've lost it. I can't think of to do two things at the same time. I apologize.
I'm also working on something, but there's no Indiegogo yet. But I plan on having something. I'm not going to launch until I'm actually finished with it because I've seen too many problems happen from that. So I'm just going to wait.
That is the wise move.
I've never done it before, so yeah. But
very
that's
cool.
the end of the year.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. Trusty Psychic said he just subbed.
Yep.
To this channel or my channel?
Yeah, to your channel, Jimmy.
Oh,
so Trusty's a good friend of ours.
Cool.
Fantastic guy, incredible artist. So good dude. So yeah.
Oh, awesome. You can check out some of the live streams. I'm also gonna feature a pretty big name artist that I've worked with before on my live stream. He's gonna come in. He's gonna do a penciling demo, and I'm going to ink over his work and hopefully have him in there answering questions as we do something together. We're also doing a cover for Image Comics as well. So I'm helping him on that, doing some inks on that. But right now, the reason I'm excited about the book that Cal and I are coming up with, it would be my first campaign. I'm a rookie. I really don't know a whole lot about the Indiegogo and live streaming. I'm kind of just jumping in and learning everything.
Same boat with me right now. I don't know.
Yeah. And the great thing is that I have Cal, who's already been in there with, Shinobi Sasquatch. And I think he did something else, too. It wasn't Indiegogo. Maybe I thought it was Indiegogo, the other thing he worked on. But I guess Shinobi's the only Indiegogo. But it was very successful.
Yeah. It's doing good.
Yeah. So I'm excited. So right now, as a freelancer, I've got work stuff that I've got to get out of the way. I'm inking 2 books. And I'm squeezing in covers right now. I'm going to work with, hopefully I've got something lined up already, working with Mike Lilly. I don't know if you guys remember Mike Lilly. He's been in the industry for a very long time. He and I are going to do something.
Nice.
And so, Dave Finch and I have been talking about doing stuff again.
That's cool.
I used to ink Dave Finch. And so now we're talking about doing something together. He's pretty impressed with the digital links that I've been doing. So I want to get through all that.
Awesome.
I wish that I could give you guys the script. I don't know. Maybe Kyle can explain a little more. Maybe there's something he could explain about the story without giving it away. But I mean, his work really impressed me. You know, I went through, I auditioned about 5 writers, and I mean, guys that have been in the industry that are published, and I mean, he just blew them all out of the water. I mean,
oh, come on. Oh,
it's awesome. I'm excited about the script. You know, I've been reading it as he goes, and I'm trying to, you know, I was excited, and I was kind of getting ahead, and I decided I was going to let him finish, you know, the work, and he turned in the first draft, and it's amazing. So I don't know, Cal.
Thanks.
Pitt, yeah, let's hear it, Cal.
Yeah. Oh, real quick. So Brett Booth retweeted that your tweet, Jimmy.
Oh,
about the stream. So
dang.
Yeah, that's our biggest retweet.
Wow. Dang.
He's a great, you know, really good guy. He's always helping me out, retweeting stuff for me. He and I did a cover together through an Indiegogo. He's done a couple of covers for Indiegogos, and he and I did one called like the Liberator or something. I don't remember what it was, but I got to ink him on one of those covers through an Indiegogo.
Cool,
man. That's killer, man. Wow. Yeah, he Mutt was saying earlier. He at one point Brett was just putting out like, who should I draw? Just like looking for something. And somebody had said our character hero, and so Mutt jumped in and like threw a character sketch up, and he freaking did it, and we were just like blown away that Brett Booth took the time to sketch our creation.
Isn't that the one I inked? Hero?
No,
I don't think so.
It didn't get inked. It was just a little warm up sketch that he did just to get going, but it was great. That was awesome.
It didn't matter. If he would have drawn a stick figure, I would have been thrilled. So.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He's a good guy. You know, he's he helped me out a lot. He's been retweeting my tweets, which, you know, I mean, he's got like 22,000 followers on Twitter.
He's big time, man. Big time.
Yeah, so it's great because I'm new to Twitter, and I think I'm only at like 1,000. So, you know,
you're not too far off of mine.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, but it's growing. You know, I'm building up that audience really slowly. And what surprised me was that I had neglected my YouTube channel, and I hadn't been there in about a year. And people just started commenting on it. I got a notification for a comment, and I went back and I looked, and I had 5,000 subscribers, and I went, wow, like.
Wow, that's cool, man. Dang.
So I decided to start doing live streams and stuff like that, just to, you know.
They're fun too, man. They're fun. They're fun to just do live streams and chat with people. Sorry, Cal, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. How many followers did Sweetcast have when he launched? Because that was his big thing. Everyone was like, "Look, this is proof of proof that you need to have a YouTube channel," and because that's how he got a lot of his backers. I think it was about 3,000. So if you're at 5K subs right now, that's a great number to be at.
Thanks. You know, I when I saw that there was that much support in my channel, I said I can't abandon these guys. You know, and you start creating content and product, and then I thought, well, the great thing to do is what you guys are already doing. I'm just kind of following what you're doing, your lead, but everyone's quarantined. You know, we're alone, but yet we're still together, and a way to get together and interact, not just through the live stream, but also for your viewers, you know, that can go in the super chat. They can interact with each other. They can interact with you. And it's a great way to pass that time, even though we're indoors.
Yeah.
So I want to give back. So what I did was I sent out a email. I have about 520 something customers that have bought my digital inking kit and for Clip Studio Paint. So I sent them all a notification that I'm going to be doing that, plus my 5,000 subscribers, plus my 1,000 on Twitter. And I'm not sure what I have on Instagram. There's Instagram. I think I got more on Instagram, but I'm gonna send out the notification and start that on Wednesday. So hopefully,
cool.
And I'd like to bring in guys like you and have Cal there. You know, when I ink something, Veil of Night, I'd like to have him in there, talking and maybe I can do a sketch of Hero. I'm not sure if you guys have pencils and stuff, but
you should get Mutt to come on with you because he's the artist on our book, and you guys could work on that together. I'd love to see a sketch of Hero, man. We're
something, and I'll link it. You know, that'll be.
Oh man, are you serious? Yeah, absolutely.
We'll do a live demo and link, you know, to your live streams and link to your, you know, if you have your Indiegogo yet or anything.
It's a yes.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's a date. You guys got a date.
Oh, nice.
I got to figure out how to bring people in.
Happy Mutt is.
I'm using a program called Live Stream Labs or Streamlabs.
Yeah, Streamlabs.
Yeah.
So I'm using that, and I got to figure out how to like bring in people like this.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, that'll be cool, man. Like we and I did a fan art contest, and that was probably one of the coolest things about one of the things I love the most about when we were doing our campaign is seeing other people's takes on the character. And sometimes people are a little bit more like, you know, they're sensitive about how they looked, but that's the great thing about our character Hero is that it can take on like literally like thousands and thousands and thousands of forms, like, and so it was really neat to see everybody's take on it and to have people genuine, you know, take their time to do it. So yeah, that'd be killer to see you do something on Mutt's work would be epic. I'd love it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Any way that I can help support other, you know, other groups and network and stuff. And I think right now the industry really could use people, you know, helping each other, you know, and in the past in the industry, the way it was back in the 90s when I was getting in, it was cutthroat. It was really competitive. You know, it was really different. You know, I would go on a forum, post in a forum, wouldn't ask for critiques, but people felt they had to tear you down if I'm, you know. And,
yeah.
Well, welcome to Twitter too. That's
yeah.
So I'm hoping now with the way the industry is getting, you know, shaken up that maybe, you know, it'll change things for the positive, you know, we'll get stronger, you know, and, you know, especially now that we have crowdfunding, you know, it's changing the way the industry is built and the way it works.
Yeah.
So
I think when crowdfunders can start getting the cost down, it's never going to get down to the point that Marvel can get, you know, like $3.99, $4.99 an issue. But it would be awesome to see some crowdfunders, you know, being able to come in at a cheap level and get shipped fast, or with some sort of distributor like Diamond or was, whatever it is happening with that now. I'd love to see that happen somehow. I don't know how it would work, but it would be cool. And I was going to ask you guys, what do you think about the whole, like, Marvel shutting down literally everything, digital, print, all that stuff? What do you think about that? Like, is that a good idea right now?
I had stopped buying a lot of Marvel stuff anyway at this point, so I didn't really care. The last that was like Absolute Carnage, and I still haven't read it, but I have like 5 of the issues
right
in my closet. But
yeah,
I always, every year, my brother and I, we would always do this big annual comic book run, and we just hit like every store in the Dallas area, any comic book shop we could find. And I always draw more towards the indie ones anyway, because I just like seeing, like, you see a lot of weird creative stuff.
Yeah,
so most of my collection is indie comics, and even before like Indiegogo was really a thing. Like I have tons and tons of just more independent stuff. So I really don't care what Marvel is doing at this point.
Sure,
there's just better stuff out there. But.
Right. What do you
it's going to shine a big light, you know, on the indie scene. I mean, when Marvel's not a part of the scene right now, even because people are sitting at home and they need stuff to do, and they're not going to their comic shop to get the mainstream stuff. So what are they going to do? They're going to start looking online at stuff they may not have known about before. I mean, Marvel decided not to even do digital, which was crazy to me. I mean, of all the times in the world to really throw your line out and see what's going to happen with digital,
right,
this was the time to do it. You had every reason in the world to do it. People would have completely understood why not. And they decided not to, which shows me that they have zero confidence in the digital market, which really backs up a lot of people's theories on that you need to have something in your hand to hold it. But they were even saying, people were throwing out ideas about, do a digital. People buy the digital at full price, and then when you can print again, then you send them the print. You know, basically like you're buying it, you get the digital, but you get the book later.
Yeah, this is a very unique situation for people to be doing really innovative stuff, and I'm surprised that they're just not doing anything like this. Is a time for lots of just creativity to shine on how to get people any kind of content at this point.
Right.
Even Diamond. I mean, Diamond decided to just shut it down.
Shut down. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. It really shows you how close the business is, how how many pennies they are away from, a complete shutdown of everything.
Right.
I'm telling you guys, it's time for small IPs.
Yeah.
It's time for small IPs. The big IPs have had their day. Everybody knows, it's the origin of Spider-Man. People know all kinds of stuff about Star Wars. The big IPs they're squeezed dry. I mean, there's plenty of stuff people can still do. I mean, everybody's always going to go watch a Batman movie probably. But people are looking for more stuff, man. They want more stuff. They want to know what we're doing.
Yeah. There's been a lot of successful crossovers from indie titles that people didn't even know, existed until it became a movie. And one of the biggest franchises that comes to mind right away is the Men in Black. Men in Black was, I mean, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy the comic,
Right.
I'd never even heard of it. And I was in the indie scene back then. And then, Will Smith attached to, Men in Black, and that one became extremely huge. And there's tons of other movies that the comic.
Wasn't The Matrix based on a comic also? I thought that was also based on some.
No, I think the Perdition.
Road to Perdition.
That was.
Oh yeah.
At one point, I had no idea that was even a comic.
Yeah.
Another comic right now that's going on, that Vagrant Queen. It's it got a television series on Sci-Fi right away.
Right.
And it hadn't been very long for Vault Comics and stuff. And so I'm sure Adrian and his brother or whoever is with. I don't know if he's related to Adrian or not, but the guys that are publishing, I'm sure they're excited. And I heard the creative team is women. It's a women female writer and stuff. So I think it's great. They've got such a title out there. But you guys were going back to what you were mentioning earlier, Mutt, was that Marvel has kind of things may be slowing down for like Marvel, DC, but the strange thing, like for me, like the bigger companies that I haven't that I work for haven't sent me any work since this has gone on. It's kind of things put to a halt. But where I'm getting work and I'm getting flooded with work is through the guys that are crowdfunded. Because they have the money. They're still going on with production because their books aren't halted. Their books are sent directly to. Unless the United States Postal Service or UPS or however they ship them, FedEx, if that shuts down, then that's going to hurt the crowdfunded. But the crowdfunded comics are coming in going, hey, Jimmy, we need this inker. And I've got two that came in and said, hey, we need an inker. We need an inker fill here. I'm going to do stuff with Kevin Sharp. I don't know if you guys saw the cover. I did with Kevin Sharp for his book. Now, after that, he said, hey, I want you to ink the other half of my book, because he had only.
Yeah.
And
dude, he has a good looking book, too.
Dragon Guard. That's like He-Man on steroids, man. I love it.
It looks awesome, yeah.
I like it. I like the nostalgia of it.
Yeah.
And, I'm excited about it. But hey guys, we got Comic Bob in here. He's a great guy. He's also
what up?
Comic Book Bob is a good dude.
Bob.
What's up, man?
We know Bob.
Guys, bring Comic Book Bob in here. He's a great guy
tonight, anything goes. That's the title of the show.
Yeah.
Comic Book Bob. I'm going to send you a link. If you would like to join us, you're welcome to join us.
Cool.
Macho's a wild man tonight. It doesn't matter.
I labeled it anything goes. Anything goes. All right. Anything goes. I'm at work. Sorry. Well, you know what? We'll have Bob on it. We should have Bob on sometime.
Yeah. I like listening to Bob. I've listened to his channel quite a bit. He's cool, man. All right, but look, before we miss the conversation, because this is something, guys, I truly believe in. I believe small IPs are the future. Big IPs are on their way out. Nobody cares. People are they're still gonna go. Believe me, for the next few years. But it's not long before Star Wars anything is tanking, Marvel anything is tanking, and people are looking for. Because you know what? The thing about it like this. You can get pretty much anything you want now, right, online. You don't have to get what you're looking for is something that somebody else doesn't have. you're not looking for the stuff that most people have already, right? You're looking for things that are different. That's why these crowdfunders are so big. Everybody wants to be like, have that first little like electric bike that you can unfold out of a suitcase, right? You know, they want to have the first like cell phone charger that you never have to plug in again, you know. And so all these little innovative things are cool to have now. It's hip. So like we're in this situation where we're putting out content that is going to be much cooler because it's so unique, and people are going to go for that. We're on the front end of it. I think it's going to only get better from here.
Yeah, that's back.
No, you were gone. We were always here.
Yeah, I know. I'm having internet issues or something. I don't know.
That's all right.
Losing them.
Yeah, because it sounded like it skipped a little bit and it went black on my screen over here. The funny thing is, I'm on an iMac. I'm on a Mac, so I clicked your link and it said that StreamYard this technology doesn't work within your browser. So I had to download a web browser and then be able to. Oh, again, we lost Macho.
He's non-essential. It's okay.
Yeah, well, I'm here. I know I'm here.
All right.
I'm gonna turn my camera off because it may sometimes when I'm streaming like this, I got to turn my camera off for whatever reason.
It's better this way.
I'm out here in the country, everybody, and in the country, you got to take what internet you can get.
That explains the accent. The get her done, you know.
Yeah, sorry about that. So I guess I don't know if you guys had saw Ichthy had a question about how do you build association with writers and artists from the mainstream. At least in my experience, that's really hard to do because most of them are getting so many tweets and DMs and all that yours is just another drop in the vast ocean of attention that they're getting from other people. You gotta figure out whatever they're into and try and leverage that for views, but that's a hard one. I don't know if you guys have any advice.
I'm new to even the indie industry, so I have no.
Like for me as an inker, it was I let my talent and ability get the attention for me. I would just take the initiative and ink their artwork and then send it to them. I met a lot of guys like that, and what happened to me was I was actually inking. I have my YouTube channel, and I did inking demos, and Dave Finch found me on there. And his wife, Curtis Finch, emailed me and said, "Hey, Dave wants to know if you're available to ink a cover." Wow! And I thought it was a joke. I thought it was just out of nowhere. But I replied back, "Yeah, I was going to take the chance with it." And so it was real. And I met them, and they first thing I inked, I think, was a Power Rangers 25 that we did for a sketch art.
Nice.
And so that for me was just putting your work out there, having social media and exposure. Sometimes they'll come to you, but a good way to network, it is. Sometimes you do have to find that little interest that they have in there. But I just kept writing people, on social media. I just kept going in there, replying to Sandra Hope's work, and kept going to Brett Booth and replying to their stuff. And next thing I know, man, we're in private chats and we're joking around, and we've got like our own side humor. And the next thing I know, we're just kind of, we're kind of rubbing elbows. And
that's cool, man. Yeah, that's awesome.
So,
yeah, and I'll bet you that David Finch artwork is pretty not easy to ink.
I grew up with Dave Finch. I mean, I'm younger than him, but I wanted to get in the industry. I didn't start drawing until I was about 19 years old, and I broke in at 19 at the same time. But I had followed him. He was the artist. To me, he was my Jim Lee. He was the guy I wanted to be. So I grew up imitating style. I knew his style. I knew his influences. So for me, it was easy to get in there, to ink it because I was so familiar with it.
Wow.
But it's not always the case. There's artists that I get. There's a guy right now who draws like he kind of draws like that guy, Sean Gordon Murphy.
Yeah.
He draws like that, but he doesn't ink his own work. So I'm inking him, trying to ink in that style. Out of my comfort zone. So I approach it and I go, I was intimidated, you know, but you would think inking Dave Finch with a bigger audience, you know, would be much more intimidating, but it was much easier for me rather than this newcomer who, you know, his style is so different than anything I've ever done. So it's been a real challenge, and I've been really nervous with it. But I sent in my first page, and they got excited. They're like, "Wow,
cool,
nice, man."
So that's why I'm sweating. I'm like, "Whew."
That's great, man. That is great.
Can I just say hi to Benny J right now? I saw him in there. He's got some comic coming out at some point called Captain Australia.
Yeah, yeah. Benny's awesome.
I saw him in there, and my only interaction with Captain Australia is like he cussed at me like when I started doing fan art. I didn't realize he was doing a persona, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I've been in love with him ever since.
Yeah,
the dude is awesome. I don't know if he's still in there, but I saw his name pop up a few times.
Yeah, Benny's in there. He was talking. He said he also said earlier. He said, "Love seeing what you guys have gone through. Helps us know what to expect when it's our turns."
Yeah,
and I would say, that was like for us too, Mutt and I. We didn't know what we were doing, and we jumped in. We've said this 100 times, but we just straight up jumped in, like leaped without looking into the deep end without knowing how to swim with like a cinder block around our neck. And you know what? We ended up treading water long enough, and we made it. But we made a lot of mistakes. But if you guys are listening, like it is totally a thing you can do, and like what Benny's doing, listening to everybody. Like we don't have all the answers, but if you listen to enough people, you're going to get a consensus, and you're going to know what to do. And there's a lot of weird stuff out there. Like Indiegogo is its own animal. You got to think about all these little details, and you're still going to miss stuff. The best thing I can say is always have a positive attitude. Try to, whatever you're doing, look on the bright side and just keep pushing through, like keep grinding that whole time, and you'll come out on the
flatter everybody too, because the only reason I have anybody knows my name on Twitter is because I just started just fan arting everybody imaginable that was comics.
No joke.
I've been on this since 2009. My following count stopped at like 600, I think, and then it was stagnant for like 5 years, and then finally I started drawing like Cyberfrog and Gunship Thunder Punch, and like then this Macho Dan reached out to me and was like, "Oh, can you draw Hero?" I was like, "Okay," and I started drawing all these different guys. Just flatter everybody imaginable, and
reaching out is very that's an interesting way of putting it. It was more like I stalked you until you drew him, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, me and Macho.
Go on.
No, seriously, you go ahead.
Oh, fine. I'll go ahead. I'll say I got that game put out last year, and it was only because I was doing fan art for some random game developer that was out there. So I was like, I'll just draw one of his characters for him, and then sure enough, about a year later, he asked me to do a game with him. So
that's cool, man.
It's kind of like those little connections here and there, and people kind of remember you if you flatter them hard enough. So
well, I don't think it's necessarily just like flattering for the sake of being fake. I think people want to work with other people who are pleasant, and it's always been that way. No one wants to work with an a-hole or somebody.
If you're a douchebag, don't flatter anybody. But if you're
what's funny is how many of those there are out there that you could end up working with.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of people out there that you're like, wow, look at that artwork, it's cool, or look, that's a really great story, and then you end up kind of like getting to know that person a little bit, and you're like, I don't want to work with that person.
Yeah.
That's another great thing about, like YouTube and the whole community aspect of it is you get a chance to kind of see what people are about and catch their personality. And that's a huge difference now in how we're selling comics too, because we're selling comics based on not just the level of talent that somebody has, but actually what kind of a personality they have. Because a lot of people that will back your book or your project are people that just kind of like you or like what you're about. They might not even care. Like if they saw your comic or your project on the shelf, they may not pick it up over something else. But if they meet you and kind of get to know you a little bit and think you're all right, they'll go out and support that thing just because they like you. So that's a whole other aspect that we never had before. Like we never knew like what what Walt Simonson's personality was like. We just liked Walt Simonson's artwork and storytelling ability.
Yeah.
But nobody ever knew anything about him. I didn't even know what he looked like until I was like 30 something.
Yeah. Eric Hawkins. Hey, Eric, by the way, he said that's also the downside of social media. Now we know who all the douches are before we know
you to better yourself.
Yeah. Ignorance was bliss for sure.
Right.
Those are good years.
Eric has a cool comic as well. And it is the Zombieful World of Oz.
Oh yeah, I heard of that.
It's pretty cool looking, yeah. And Eric, if you want to type out a quick synopsis, I'll read it out. Or we could bring Eric in too. We keep inviting people. Somebody's going to take me up on it. Eric, if you want to come in, I'll send you a link. I'd love to have you.
This would be a hot topic right now, isn't Eric Weathers doing that Battle Brick Road or whatever that one is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a public. It's in the public domain now, so
it's perfect for just going nuts with. Like it's a cool concept.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lee Johnson wrote up here earlier. He said, "Hey fellas, what have I missed? Lee, man, I'm sorry. We just a minute ago we gave away links to the vaccine for Corona."
Oh yeah, if you missed it, it's gone. Sorry.
Only the first 5 people got it. Sorry.
We gotta get on Benny's question because I have opinions.
Yes, agreed. Hey, real quick before you read his, Eric can't come either. We'll have another taker eventually.
Shameful.
Eric can't come. He said everybody's in bed but him. But once again, he'll get on here at some point. And he said, "What, people have heard of my book?" Yes, it's because I share those links out, Eric. When I see them, I share them out.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, everybody's getting invited. That's right, Ichthy. Maybe you're next. We'll see.
Now that I know you, Eric, I will also share out to my very minimal amount of followers.
Eric's good dude. All right, Cal, I'll let you take away since you have some thoughts. Take it away on Benny.
Wait. We need a Cal soapbox.
I was working on it. There we go.
Yeah,
there it is.
Got it.
All right. So Benny says, "Do you guys agree that it's essential to create a YouTube channel? I'm hesitant, but everyone advises that path." My opinion is no. That's my opinion.
He's been harassed endlessly on Twitter.
No,
Please elaborate.
If you guys followed Twitter drama, I don't know, several months ago, you'll know I got in hot water with somebody over this opinion. But no, you don't, because not everyone's good at it, or not everyone has the gift of being good on camera. I don't. I'm here hanging out with you guys, and it's fun, and I think people just like watching people interact in an amicable way. But when I try and do my own videos, my gosh, they're awful. They're just awful. Like I try and do writer tips and stuff. I can't do it. It's terrible. And yeah, I could with practice, but I'm a writer. I want to practice writing, not being a YouTube celebrity, And so we launched this book called Shinobi Sasquatch back last year sometime, and we just crossed 68K, and we made our goal of 25K without going on any big channels. So yeah, big channels helped us, but when we're talking about having your own, like being your own YouTube celebrity, you don't have to do that. You don't. You build an audience. A group of fans, on social media. That's how we did it. That's how me and Rob did it on Twitter. We were on Twitter all the time, sharing art, sharing story stuff, getting followers, and so we funded, like I said, we funded really fast based on just our Twitter following. So not everyone's going to do 68K, but we made 25K in like 4 or 5 days, or maybe a week or something. So or maybe it was 2 weeks. Doesn't matter. 25K is a good number to get to. I mean, it really is. So
it's okay.
It been 26K. I will say in the other, to devil's advocate, I never heard of you until I saw you get yelled at by Yellow Flash on that one stream. So I think I looked you up right after. He was like, "That's hilarious." So
yeah. So a lot of people have said that to me, like, "Oh, well, I didn't even know about you until you were on." You know, that's what I'm saying. Like those shows help. Like Ethan, going on Ethan Van Sciver helped us raise a ton of money. It really did help. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying you don't have to be a YouTube celebrity. You don't. You can just build your audience on social media and go that route. And then, you know, if you make friends on social media, guess what? Some of them are going to have platforms for you to come on. They're going to invite you on. And so, no, I don't think you have to have your own YouTube channel. I think it's ridiculous. I think if every single comic creator had their own YouTube channel and we're trying to promote it, there'd be no time to do anything but watch.
Yeah, it's almost that way now, man.
Yeah, it really is. How do you pick? Right now, I'm sure I know Narwhal's streaming.
Yeah.
There's probably at least 2 or 3 others going on right now. So, if you left it to, I think if you left the YouTubing to the people who are really good at it, for the most part, and then guys like us can do these fun streams, and I think they're fun. I think, you know, we could build a following this way, but you know, you have to admit, Ethan Van Sciver has a certain charisma. You know, people really enjoy watching him, would like him or hate him. He has a huge following because he's very charismatic and he commands an audience really well, you know.
I think the point of it too isn't necessarily to be, because not everybody has the charisma to pull it off. But I do think you should think of it as another advertising avenue that it doesn't hurt, because there are other people out there that may not have heard of you otherwise.
Right.
But, not everybody's, you know, they're going to be people, you know, who don't make it. But, you know, so I would never poo-poo either argument, but I think there's something to be said about there's another advertising avenue to go down, but not everybody's going to be great at it. And I actually, the few followers I have on Twitter follow me are really from because I got into the game community. I got followers from there. And,
right.
So I mean, if there's a platform out there that you think you can strive in, I think you should definitely pursue that platform, because you will get followers from different areas. You know, YouTube being one of them, the gaming community being another, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
Me and Macho, we had zero. Well, there's 2 things. Number 1, we have 0 followers. Number 2, we have 0 charisma. So we are the exception to the rule that if you can get, we got our price points low because we wanted to get our book funded. That was our main thing, right? We want to get it funded because we know we've got to build something for them to look at, for them to come to the next thing, right? So the point at the beginning should never be to go huge on your crowdfunding, because most of the time that's not going to happen. Shinobi Sasquatch, you know, all due respect, it's amazing, but it is the exception to the rule.
Yeah.
Most of the time that's not going to happen. But when you go at it thinking, I just got to get funded, so I'm going to, you know, claw and scratch and bite everything I can to get it funded. And once I make the thing and put the next thing out, then I can start to build on it. And the YouTube following, for me and Macho, it was more about just hanging out with fans. You know what I mean? Or with not even fans, but with people who are creating something or who are interested in what we're doing. So YouTube is more about connection than it is about like advertising, right? Like you can make a video about your book that you're going to use on your Indiegogo page and put it up. But man, what the community that we're in is interested in is this kind of thing right here, just shooting the breeze and finding out what people are all about, you know, finding out like, you know, what your inspirations are, what you're into, and then what you're going to do with your project.
Yeah, I think hopefully people didn't misinterpret me. I wasn't saying don't start a YouTube. If you want to, do it, you know, but don't feel obligated. Don't feel pressure to do it. I've had people literally cursing at me on Twitter not that long ago saying, get to work, promote your book on YouTube. It's like, how much more money do I need to make on my first book? Do you like, I'd like to make more, but I don't know if you guys noticed, but I don't promote that much anymore. I'm not on Twitter very much because I'm really happy. I'm very blessed. I feel extremely lucky and blessed to have done what I've done on this book. and it's not that I'm not working. I'm still working. I'm writing other stuff. You know, I'm fielding you know, message after message from people asking me when the book's going to be out. You know, like I'm doing plenty of work. I'm just not on YouTube yapping into this camera for no reason, because I barely got any views when I did that with my own video. So
no, I agree with you 100%. And you done good, man. You done good. But like for real, you don't have to have that. That's my opinion too. You don't have to have that. What you need is an avenue to connect with people. That's what I believe in. And wherever that is, if you like Facebook, or if you like Twitter, or if you like Instagram, do what you like and what you actually feel comfortable doing, you know, and engage. That's the whole thing. Like, get out there and engage and hit people up, ask them if they don't mind, like, you know, looking at your stuff and giving you some feedback and all of that.
What was that? What was that book that did really, really well? It wasn't Comicsgate or anything. It was
Icarus.
Yeah, and that was based on Instagram followers. You know, so there's all kinds of different ways to gain followings, and I mean, it's not there's not innumerable, but there are several ways. And so yeah, I think we can stop banging that that gong. But
Eric, Cal's book is Shinobi Sasquatch, which looks phenomenal. I just saw his name pop up there.
Could we share each other's artwork from each other's book?
Oh yeah,
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
All right.
Yeah.
Sexy stream. All right.
I think Cal has some,
oh, the books.
Yeah.
The books. Cal, I think you have
fine.
Hold on a minute. I gotta pull it up. Hold on.
While you're pulling that up, while you're getting that up,
it'll be a while.
It'll take me a minute.
Trusty has a question for Jimmy. What are your favorite inking tools?
Well, when it comes to inking, if I'm inking traditionally, I favorite the Crow Quill, the 102 Hunt Crow Quill. I used to use a Kolinsky Sable brush back when I was inking as well. But nowadays, this is my favorite tool. It's my stylus on my Wacom Cintiq. So I do everything digitally now.
I can't use my Cintiq anymore. Do you say Cintiq? I said Cintiq for the longest time because I'm a dummy. But I can't use I got a new computer and it's incompatible with it. So I found for my iPad, I found AstroPad, which lets you kind of does the same thing, but there's like a slight delay, so it's not quite as good. But
is it really? There's a delay?
A very small one, but it's noticeable, and you can only get like a chunk of your screen on there at a time. But I use mostly Procreate for everything now.
Oh yeah.
I barely use Photoshop anymore.
Yeah, and I guess to answer Trusty's, now it's not only the Cintiq, but it's also Clip Studio Paint. That's what I'm using.
Yeah.
Nice.
I custom built and made my own brush set, so I'm no longer inking with someone else's tools. I've got my own.
Dude, that cover is so nice.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this banner off. Hey, so while we're talking about this, I'm gonna send an invite to somebody else, and he's gonna be Macho's mystery guest.
Oh,
but he's doing a comic. He had pitched it, or he had said something about it earlier in the chat. So I want to hear about it. So we're gonna get him on.
This is a Shinobi Sasquatch that we're looking at. Cover.
That's the cover, right, Cal?
Yeah, this is the primary cover for Shinobi Sasquatch, and
nice.
We've got Shinobi Sasquatch here in the middle. We've got his sidekick Penny, who you saw earlier. She looks a little cuter in the other picture. This is Wade DeMarco, the villain of the story, and that is a spider tentacle thingy, which you'll see. The cultists in the book, some of them have. So the cultists in the book, they're the name of the cult is the Awoken Soul Society. The acronym for that is ASS. And there are like all of the cultists kind of as a whole are colloquially known as hats because they're either hands or they're tentacles. If you're a hand, you're just a normal human. If you're a tentacle, you're somebody who's been like
mutated,
indwelt with one of these spider squid spawn things from one of these Lovecraftian goddesses, and they like shoot out of your mouth. And this here is one of them, and it's like you can kind of see it's a tentacle, but it's got these furry spider fangs on it.
Gosh, I never
And
noticed.
it's got these eyes all over it, and
my worst nightmare.
yeah, I'm telling you, as cool as this idea was in my head, Rob executes it with insane skill and creativity. He takes every idea I send him and just takes it up to 11. It's crazy. Yeah, good stuff. So there's your Shinobi Sasquatch.
Nice. Looks beautiful. I cannot wait to be holding my copy.
Me either.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be holding my comped copy.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Everyone gets a comp. Everyone in the world gets a comp. No. Everyone in this stream gets a comp copy.
You get a copy. You get a copy. You get a copy.
You get a copy.
Oh, man. I've never looked at this up close. Man, it's so cool.
It's cool.
Do you have any Villa Knight stuff?
Yeah. Oh no, on my computer, it's all on my phone. Let me see it. Let me email some of it to myself. But yeah, you guys move on. We'll come back to it.
Rusty says, he said, I'd like to see some more from you too, Cal. You guys make a good team.
Oh, thanks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford Rob in the future, but
yeah, right. All right, hold on, guys. Just now, we have Ichthy.
Hey,
buddy.
What's up, man?
Good, guys. My name is Ichthy5, but you did good.
Ichthy5,
you did good. No, it's all good, Macho, because I had to do like what is it? Damage control, because everyone's been calling me Ichthy5, and I'm like,
I was only about to say, I was thinking about Ichthy5.
It was way worse than coronavirus before the coronavirus even existed.
Why are you so itchy, man?
I know, it's like I don't have a rash, you know.
Well, welcome. We'll check out your stuff here in just a second.
Yeah,
we're gonna come through and start showing some.
Look at that.
Everybody's gonna start showing some of their art and what's working. So here's Hero. Mutt, you take it away.
Yeah, this is Hero from our comic is called Hero: Blood of Patriots. Hero is an acronym. It stands for Hardware Integrated Reanimation Ordnance.
Ooh,
and basically, this is a Frankenstein-like guy who has been brought back to life through this backpack that he's wearing. And it's got this stuff in it called the Crouppen formula, created by Dr. Crouppen, who is this gentleman right here who's holding this iPad. They are actually about to infiltrate a known war criminal named Volk, which is Russian for the wolf. And he is he's an arms dealer, and he has all kinds of toys, and he has stolen the technology, the original technology for Hero, and is in the process of making his own weapons. And so this is our team, and they are going in to retrieve the technology. And Hero basically is sent in ahead of them to destroy and engage the enemy.
Wow.
So they get to the top of this ridge, and then Hero kind of jumps into the water, and because he's he can walk underwater because he's an undead super soldier. Let's see.
This is like an audible version of the comic. It's awesome. I want sound effects too. Give me some sound effects.
All right, so here comes the tank in. It's like, and then you got some pistol work going on in here, and then you can say fire, boom, boom, right? Blows it up, but he thinks he's trying to look for him. He can't really find him. There comes Hero's hand, picks him up, and ka-chunk, off with his head. And this is the image we were talking about earlier.
Yes. I freaking love that.
Yeah, that's Hero holding the head of the deceased, and he's saying, "Who's next?" And then out of nowhere, you guys may not have seen this one yet.
Ooh.
Out of nowhere comes this big mech. This is one of Volk's toys.
Oh, that's cool.
I love the giant machine gun on it. That's
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's just a huge machine gun.
It's got handles.
We promised big cable-like guns, and we are delivering on that.
That's
promise.
Right, 100%.
Great.
Who's the creative team? Who did the color work on that?
We've got a colorist named Eugen Bedeview. He goes by Vegas Day on Twitter, and he's done some other books. He's done Lone Wolf. He's done
Magic Cop.
Magic Cop. He's done a couple of others.
Oh, is he doing the colors on Magic Cop?
Yeah, he's doing the colors. Yeah,
those colors are amazing.
Yeah, he's awesome. He really is.
He's been a great artist partner, and he's been great to work with. So we're very happy with our choice of colorists. We went through a few. We tested out probably 5 colorists, and he was definitely the one that fit the he fit the hero genre.
Zoom in on some of that, because really, or like like a grungy one, because he really can. And it might be kind of hard to see on
it's just a
stream, but like in the background, like you can see on the wall, like there's like water stains and stuff, and he puts all that in. Like, Mutt does a lot of fine detail, but he even like puts this layer of grunge on stuff, and it's perfect for a reanimated zombie super soldier book. It's like that's what you need.
Yeah, the colors in this are gorgeous. They're really good.
Yeah, he's great.
I think his color works great. I like his coloring style.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get this book.
What I found out is that you want to get a colorist to make your work look better.
Yeah.
So I think we've done that. I've been very happy with it, because like your colorist, it really is an essential part of the art team. A lot of people just kind of look at it like, I just need somebody to put color behind the inks, And the comics we grew up with were like that, but nowadays, colorist is almost just as important as inker, as penciler. I mean, you got to have the right guy, or it's just not gonna achieve what you want to achieve. So we're happy. We think we got this is one of our wins from our first campaign.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, let's. Ichthy5, thanks for coming in. Let's before we jump to Jimmy or to Mark's stuff, let's have you introduce yourself. And I know you're working on something. I read about it earlier, and I can't remember it right now. Let's hear about that too, because these guys are all these creators right here. I love hearing about new stuff. So and me too.
Awesome. Yeah. So my name is Ichthy5. I'm pretty much of an artist for this project I'm working on. Right now is a working title. It's called Juvenile Mutant Pro Wrestling Gators.
I'm already sold.
And pretty much it's a spoof to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Not to like ha or nothing like that, but out of respect. And I'm pretty much adopting the old style of Kevin Eastman when they were running the Turtles. So pretty much like my thumbnail right here is like the first gator that I created. Nice. And my writer is Cassidy Blonde, which is Pointman Comics. He was a writer. I gave him like a general idea, like what I want my character to be. And it was a real joy. He made it like so awesome. And like, I even like said the ending to it, and he just set the bar for how the conclusion for the story is going to be. So the script is done. And right now I'm just doing my part. I'm doing the art. I finished this thumbnailing for the page. Now the second page is pretty much like a page turner to reveal what the gators are going to be. And I'm just doing a reference sheet for it, for all the different angles and the heads where the gators are going to look, as well as with all 4 of the gators. I even have an idea like what the their attires, like their wrestling attires. Like I've even thought of like another idea too, like what would their weapons be? Because with professional wrestling, you have chairs, ladders, and tables. So I mean, it's like I could go on and on because I love professional wrestling, and the mere fact there's no other animals except gators. So, and they reside in Florida. So, I mean, you can't go any better than that.
Yeah, that's a match made in heaven right there.
Yeah, you should have some major writing material for any comic set in Florida. And I got to say, I'm always a fan of anthropomorphic wrestling creatures. That's going to be good.
It's a really specific genre, but I'm in that too, I think.
Yeah, right.
The mashup is huge. I just watched which guy? One of those YouTube comic book guys who does the history of comics. His whole thing on Kevin Eastman, and man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was just like, it was a lightning strike. It was, I mean, because it's the biggest. It's got to be the biggest indie comic property ever.
Yeah.
And but that's that mashup thing. That's the anthropomorphic animals with another thing like a ninja. That's what I was going for with Shinobi Sasquatch. So man, yeah, I really wish you well. It's gonna be a fun ride.
Yeah, and as you can see from my Royal Rumble chair back here, I'm a big fan of wrestling.
Yes.
I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty much like how it's been made is pretty much like it's kind of like pretty much like a give back to the community, because 6 Scale Combat, which is the one who thought of the project called the Corona Kings, pretty much he's gonna release Zine, like a digital Zine. So pretty much the digital PDF is gonna be for free for everyone to read, since everyone is really tight with their budget. Everyone's out of a job, and since Diamond is closed, so no one can get their new comics, and the only thing that's available is digital, and they have to pay out of their pockets. Why not just bring digital comics for free for everyone to read through through the through isolation?
Yeah. That's cool, man.
Yeah, like it had such a big response that pretty much now 6 says like now there's going to be like a second issue for the Zine, because everyone is pitching in and helping out.
Very cool. Well, when you get that done, or you have that link to that PDF, please forward it to me so I can get it to these guys and they can put it out in the Twitterverse.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Cool, man. That sounds awesome. And I did put up this comment because Eric says the Gators' adversary should be the Tiger King. Not to get too off topic, but anybody watch that show?
I still don't know what the heck it is, but I'm scared to try it out. But I've been seeing all these like random memes everywhere of that crazy looking dude with the tiger.
So this is all I'm gonna say. There's people out there who they like to have pets. Like we were all showing our dogs earlier. There's also people out there that like to own the most dangerous animals they can. And so that show is about those type of people that have exotic animals, specifically large cats. And every single one of those people, if you didn't already think they're crazy, like this show is to show you that they are genuinely like unhinged, crazy people.
Oh, yeah.
And the show, if you haven't watched it, I'm not going to ruin anything, but it takes turns and twists. Like even the first probably 30 minutes of the first episode, you're like, what is happening? This is not real life. This is scripted. But no, it's 100% real, and it only gets crazier every episode thereafter. So it is crazy. I recommend it. It's great.
Well, you convinced me. You sold the show.
It's great.
I put it on our watch list, so now I'm definitely gonna watch it. I love watching stuff about crazy people that make me feel better about myself.
So the last thing I'll say, but this guy that is like kind of the he's kind of the person that the show moves around, and he's the first person you meet. His name's Joe Exotic, and he is he's a tall gay man with a bleach blonde mullet. Wears a 6-shooter on his hip like all the time, and he owns 180 large cats, like exotic cats.
I mean, that's the best pitch for a show I've ever heard in my life.
It's crazy, and I mean, like episode 2, like it's just crazy. I can't spoil anything else. Everybody should go watch it now. Let's jump back off of Joe Exotic and Tiger King. And Jimmy, do you have some stuff you want to show? Because we would love to see some of those sweet inks.
I got some stuff.
Oh, Cal has some Jimmy inks. All right, let's see it.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was actually prepping some of the files right now to reduce them down for, share on the stream.
Oh, good. Yeah, do that because I don't have a lot of stuff. In fact, the newest inks for the cover, I don't have that. And I love that. Because Jimmy is kind of the cover has been evolving, and Jimmy added some new elements to it, and I really, really dig the newest version. But we had Andrew Dalhouse color the earlier version, so that's what I have to show you right now.
Oh yeah, you can show that one if you want. I have the newer one. I'll show that.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll go back and forth. So actually, gotta share screen. Share screen.
And Mark, I hope you have some gold back there. You're ready to show.
Oh, I got some stuff. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, here we go.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So this is his first pass at the cover. Now the girl on the left here, this is Victoria. She's the kind of the protagonist, but she has a sister named Andrea who is kind of like co-protagonist. You can kind of I really hesitate to use this analogy, but Frozen is huge. Yep. We want everyone to want this book. We want guys, girls, everyone to want this book. There's a definite, in my mind, there's a definite corollary because there's two sisters. One of them has magical powers, the other one doesn't. But there's a lot more tension in this book than in lighter fare between the two sisters. At first, it is what it is, but there's stuff down the line. There's a lot of drama in this. There's a lot of stuff that's going to make you go, oh. The chick on the right, this is her name is Mother Night, and you can kind of see she's got these cool black wings. And then in the background here, we have one of the Knights of the Fallen who are, I won't go into them now. A lot of backstory goes into this. And then this is kind of an earlier version of this little goblin guy who's part of the team. So that's the first pass at the cover. And then
that's a great cover. Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
I do want to show you.
Is this the same universe as Shinobi Sasquatch by any chance?
No.
The
Squatchverse?
The Squatchverse?
No, this is
the Squatchverse.
This takes place in a world that is not Earth. It's its own thing. I've created an entire world based on Jimmy's notes he's given me. I've kind of extrapolated a lot of. I'm going to show you guys his first pass at page 1 too. But yeah, I've created this whole cool fantasy world and with gods and races and
nice.
And it's real. At first, I don't know if I told Jimmy this. At first, it was very intimidating because I've never written fantasy like this before. But I've been having a blast, like just creating.
Ooh,
just
dang.
Nice.
So these are called Hex Knights. They look different now. They've kind of got like the big hood with kind of the black void and like glowing dots for eyes now. But this is kind of his first pass, and this is the goblin guy. They have these hounds that are they're magical hounds they have like fire on them, and they're bound with these fiery magical chains, and they use them to hunt down. So the entire kingdom, the entire continent of Grimhaven has been taken over by Mother Night, and every other witch has been exterminated in this world, and she's the last one. So she's kind of taken over the whole continent, which is made up of 5 different kingdoms, which is now all one kingdom under her. And what she's doing is she got rid of all the other witches, and you can kind of view witches more as like superheroes in this world. They're not like, evil devil worshiping witches. They're kind of just people that have powers. So that was the first thing she did. And now she sends out her Hex Knights to kind of hunt down anything else that might be a threat to her. So basically anyone who's not human, like monsters that have, you know, different abilities other than humans, like the Knights of the Fallen, they're kind of the holdover from the previous kingdom, and they have some kind of mystical abilities. And so, yeah, so that's the Hex Knights. That's what they do. They're reanimated knights, and they kind of just, they're like shock troopers. You know, they just go and they just take down everyone who might be a threat. And so anyway, so yeah, he's actually, Jimmy can tell you more about it if he's got the art, but he did this for page 1, which I love. Did not need to be redone, but he did a double page spread, which was awesome. And then he's going back to a single page, which is even better. So it's the same thing with Rob. You know, when these artists tell me, hey, I'm going to redo this page. And I think, oh man, you don't need to redo it because it's awesome. But then when they do, it's even more awesome. So
yeah.
So just trust writers, trust your artists. If they say they want to redraw a page,
That's
let
right.
them redraw it.
That's right.
Is that little goblin in the
Yep.
front? Is that the guy that's on the cover too? That you said was an older version?
Yeah. So he's kind of been evolving, and the newest version of him is a little bit different than this also. Yeah. So yeah, we're drawing from like things like Legend, like the movie Legend.
Yeah.
Nice.
Stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, I'll stop sharing now.
That's
Very
beautiful. Yeah.
Cool stuff, man.
So awesome.
Do I just click?
If you share your screen, Jimmy, and then I'll click on it and it'll pop up. So there should be a share screen button there. Don't dox yourself.
And then it'll ask you, once you click share screen, it'll ask you to choose a window. Click application window, and that should be the art that you want to share.
Application window like StreamYard?
Hold, let me try it again and see what it says. So first of all, open the art that you want to show.
Oh,
so have that open. Then click share screen, and then click it again when you'll see the big blue button at the bottom. And then it'll give you an option between your entire screen and the application window or your browser tab. And then when you click application window, it'll have options, and one of them will be your picture.
Yeah, I see it. I waited till you had it up there. So
okay, perfect.
Oh, okay. This is the new version. Are you guys seeing the cover? Or
yeah. Yep.
This is the what we've changed for the knight right here.
Oh, I like that better.
Yeah.
Kind of a Prince Charming kind of look, but still kind of a bad boy, I think.
It's Jon Snow and Ghost.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, definitely I'm borrowing from Legend. You know, I definitely was inspired by the Legend movie. I was watching it over and over, along with Snow White and the Huntsman, watching a lot of stuff like that, just to stay in the mindset and stay inspired. You know?
Yeah.
And all this was actually penciled digitally. I did it all digital, and then I ink digitally as well.
That is gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love the swords. Did you do are the swords different from the first version? Did you change the swords?
I maybe I might have, like, with a little extra like effect around them, but
I think the coloring. I think because I prefer the way this looks, and I think the coloring on the other version made the energy on the swords a little bit more blobby, maybe. And I just saw it for a little bit, so I could be wrong. But I love the way you've got that ink effect.
Oh, wow.
And this is the cool villain.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
I like that.
With, you know, and their swords are actually, you know, enchanted with magic.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Are you guys going to have a hit single song to go with this as well?
Yeah, right.
Like Loved by the Sun. Loved by the Sun.
I like those. That pile of bones in the back looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I want to show, you know, how powerful she is. She's taken down, as you mentioned before, all the Knights of the Fallen. And this is kind of the issue where it kind of shows how she's defeated an army pretty much and collecting their bones.
I feel like that's like I'd be going cross-eyed trying to like stay on the right line when I'm drawing bones. Like, well, I can't draw number one, but look at those things.
I love it. That's so good.
Jimmy, do you have the one with the Raven King in the middle?
Oh yeah, do you guys want to see more?
Keep it coming, man.
Yeah,
Jay says, I feel like this song would be something by Nightwish. That's a good. That's a good reference.
Yeah. So I'll open up some more here. I've got.
I love that. Love that piece.
This is all my work files. It may take a few minutes to scroll through them all.
Benny, would that be old singer or new singer?
There was the double page spread that was on here that he mentioned. Let me pull that up and I'll show you guys. I scrapped it, but you guys, might like it. I kind of here's the
that's awesome.
X-Night looks like.
That's awesome. I love it.
Can you guys find the frog?
Yeah.
There's a little frog right over here.
That's looking good, buddy.
Yeah, frog. I like it.
And I've got him, like leaping out. And here's the new version of the newer version of the little goblin guy.
Man.
So you scrapped this?
Yeah.
That's freaking wicked, man. That hellhound jumping with the fire coming off, that's awesome.
Yes.
I didn't know if it was, eye-catching enough. I didn't know if,
yeah, I love the new Hex Knights too. I love the kind of inexplicably veiled, shadowy faces. I love that. I love that look. It's so cool.
They got the little eyes like Jawas, little Jawa eye. And this guy over here, he's pulling the horse. So this guy's holding his blade, pulling this horse that's pulling a. Oh, sorry about that. I hope you guys don't fall out of seizures or something with all those.
No.
And the horse must have had a seizure.
The horse is pulling his cart that's going to try to catch this guy. So I went through and I scrapped that one, but I do have.
So I got to say, Lee Johnson says poster, and I agree.
Yeah.
That'd be a sick poster.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be this will be a poster factory. This book, so much cool stuff. If you like fantasy, I mean, we're bringing in all the tropes, but we've got, I know everyone says this, but we've got our own spin. It really is. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on in this story.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's actually been in development since 2007. I've been playing around with the idea.
Dang.
I actually had. I was working for a while with a novelist, a guy that was actually written a novel, Joe Nassisi or something like that. And I still like Kyle's work way better than any of these other guys. But this is what I have in here, prepped, ready to go for. It's ready for
wow
ink. So to bring it back to the pencils. This is the main, or Kyle can tell you better. More about the story better than I can, I'm sure.
Go ahead, man. You got it. It's your idea.
So right here, this is Victoria. She's the main character in the story, and she kind of mirrors the villain here. These two, she's kind of sees her own reflection. She sees the main villain in there, and I kind of went crazy with all the. The hatching and stuff, but I thought it'd make a cool cover to just kind of have, the two characters facing together where they're really good and evil really are balanced together. They balance each other. You can't have one without the other.
Yeah, that's cool, man. If you have the cover that's got the Raven King in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Pull that up because this is the last. I don't want to drone on about this, but the last thing I want to tell you guys about this story is we're gonna be doing this as a crowdfund, but as a single issue, like a floppy. Mm-hmm. But we're gonna have a side story in the back, so we'll have a 6-page kind of tale. So this guy in the middle here, he's called the Raven King, and the reason why, this guy is immortal. He's been around for ages. When he gained his mortality through, there was this kind of back in his day, 1,000, 2,000 years ago, where I forget how long ago, there was this, the whole continent was kind of ravaged by this evil death cult. and they worshipped one of these. I forget what I've named the gods in this world, but they have like a cool name. One of these evil gods, and they had slaughtered. They killed his whole village, his parents, his friends, his family. He was kind of like the lone survivor. I know it's a trope, but he actually gathered up all the blood he could get from everyone he loved, and used it as an offering to kind of summon up one of these other gods. And this god granted him immortality, and then it's contingent, until he's able to exterminate all the evil from the land. So it could be forever, right?
Oh yeah.
So he kind of starts going around just like slaughtering these death cultists on his own. He gains a following, and before long he's got like 100 guys, 200 guys following him around. They're just traipsing across the countryside, slaughtering evil doers. Not just the death cult, but like bands of bandits and things like that. And death follows them so certainly that they end up being followed by carrion birds. So like,
yeah, that's awesome.
When there's like a camp of these death cultists or whatever, and they'll see a flock of ravens just moving towards them, and they know this guy is coming. And so the people of the land, they started calling him the Raven King, and the Raven Knights came from that. So his knights were called the Raven Knights, and he devised this. I won't go into all their powers and stuff, but he was able to kind of like help them with grant them some mystical abilities and things, and so his story goes back that far, and he ruled the kingdom. He ruled the entire land, fairly for a long, long time. And then crap happened, and that stuff happened, about 10 years before our book starts. And the Raven King is dead, and Mother Night is ruling now. And so the Knights of the Fallen are actually the Raven Knights. They're disgraced because at one point the Raven King, the reason why he died, it was because I'm not going to say he's dead. He's not in the picture. But he had a fall from grace moment, and his knights unfortunately followed him in that. And so the Knights of the Fall, the Raven Knights ended up becoming the Knights of the Fallen, and he was the Fallen King. And so they've become a force for good now, but they obviously were not at one point. So anyway, I'll stop blathering on about it. But yeah, I'm super excited about this story, you guys.
That's cool. This is the last of the Knights of the Fallen. This is the last guy that survived right here.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of good comments from the guys in the chat here. So
cool.
Trusty says beautiful structure on the faces. Lee Johnson says, this is awesome. Hardly anyone does mirrors because it's tough. Well done.
Cool.
So yeah, so people are digging it. I think you guys will have no problem selling this as per usual. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. I like the kind of yin and yang of that mirror scene as well. It looks pretty cool.
A lot of cool imagery going on there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're talking about a poster book. I'm looking forward to that one too.
That's the number one thing.
Sweet.
I look for
well,
in any comic.
Mark,
I like the art. Yeah. Yeah. Let me
let's see some of your signature style. So if you guys don't know Mark 6 a.m. Comics, I'm sure everybody does know him on here right now. But if you don't know, my icon right now is one of his drawings. He graciously spent some time and did that for me. But we're gonna take a peek at some of his other stuff. And he's done a lot of art for video games, for at least one video game I know of. And we're going to take a peek at some stuff right now.
There you go. Can you guys see this right now?
Too. All right.
Yeah. All right. This is Starfetched. Anyone who does follow me on Twitter knows I helped put out a game last year called Starfetched. And the game's plot really has nothing to do with this. You can think of it like a sequel. But the plot of this is there's a 7-year-old boy who sees, it's basically an interpretation of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And it's this boy who sees this weird star in the sky and wants to find out what it is. So he he and his big sister, Lily Leap Year, build a cardboard spaceship, and he goes on a little space adventure to find out what that star is. So it's really it's a pretty it's not a very involved story. It's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's not big scale. It's small scale story, and then it's just this little kid flying through space and going to these wacky planets, and you know, trying to find out what the star in the sky is. And there's a lot of stuff that goes on in between that I can't really talk about because it kind of gives away some major plot details. But I'm about I'll say about 13 pages in now, and
awesome.
You know, I'm hoping to have this thing finished by the end of the year, and yeah, then hopefully probably launch an Indiegogo campaign after that.
I love the layout of this page. That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not a very I don't have much experience in comics, so I kind of just play around with the panels as best I can.
Oh, you're doing pretty good, man.
Yeah, you're doing fantastic.
I think you got a winning lottery ticket with that thing. I think.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah,
but yeah, really. I mean, it's the whole story is really just it's meant to be. You know, it's all ages. It's not like dark or spooky or anything. It's pretty lighthearted.
Dark.
It's a dark.
So does this comic connect with the game?
A little. The game's kind of like a sequel. So the game, I had this really good plot planned out for the game, and if anyone's heard me talk about the game, it didn't turn out that well. It's a little buggy, and a lot of the plot stuff kind of fell by the wayside.
Oh, I had fun with it.
So yeah, I mean, it's fun. Like you'll kill some time with it, but yeah. But there was a lot of plot stuff that just got lost. You can't even read the intro because it goes by so fast. But yeah, it's kind of like you should think of it like a really loose template for a sequel to this if it goes well enough. But yeah, it's everything's kind of meant to be like seen through the eyes of like a child, just in his imagination. So like planets aren't really what they're supposed to be. Like you know, he goes to Neptune. Neptune is just like a big ball of water. So when you get to Neptune, it's like, you know, it's just a water planet, and you know, everything's meant to just be kind of taken as imaginary. Yeah.
And so you're doing all of this art as well as colors, correct?
One man show, yeah.
Yeah, one man show. And I have to say, like, I love the art, but the colors really do it for me on your artwork. I think you have such a good eye for that, and like even that the globe for the kid's head or whatever, you can you can tell that it's glass when you're looking at it. It's really good, man. I've always loved your stuff, and there's like Benny said, I've adored this style since I came across it. It was the same thing with me. As soon as I saw it, I was like instantly knew I would just bug you until I started to get some art out of it. And I finally won. But yeah, it's great. I love it.
It's a really eye-catching style. You know, it's hard not to like. It reminds me a little bit of a Trent Kanega. Do you guys remember that guy?
I'm just bad with names, but if I saw it, I guarantee you I'd know what you're talking about.
He used to pencil Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And, I think now he's in the gaming industry now, or concept art or something.
Okay.
But it's very. It reminds me of that. That's just the first thing.
And the cool thing, like, it's also super detailed. Like you get this panel, and it's like, you know, half of it's black, but then like with the wood grain, like you really go into deep detail on the wood grain and stuff. I love that.
Yeah, I have a very lazy style where I'll focus on I'll detail something really specific, and I'll kind of just ignore the rest of it. So, as long as your eyes looking at the detailed stuff are usually pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like that panel right there is awesome.
Yes, yeah, and that's his big sister, Lily Leap Year. She wasn't even really planned for the story. She kind of came up during the game, and then I kind of worked her into the story. So I was backstory to this is I was working on this comic a couple of years ago, and I did that fan art for that game company, and they reached out and asked to do a game based on that. And so we went with a different plot, and so the comic went on hold, and I just started from scratch back in December. Starting over with this now that the game is done, so I'm kind of just starting over because I got some new ideas. And
who's your target audience for this?
Dads. Really, it's any age. You I'd like to think my kids can read it. There's enough stuff in here that little kids will be amused by the pretty colors. There's a couple themes that only adults will really connect with. They're not like bad themes for children, but really an adult would really understand them more. I think a parent would really get into this and feel a lot of get a lot of emotion out of that. And I think there's enough just kind of silly action stuff that kids will children will be into it. So it's meant to kind of hit a broad range. There's some themes that are more subtle, some that are more blunt.
I really think that's something we need. Like, we need more all ages good books, especially from the kind of marketplace and community we're in, because a lot of these people have kids and they know how to put something like that together. Of course, we're all kind of interested in scratching those itches we had since we were 13 and doing, for me, it's Hero, stuff like that. But I definitely think that all ages is the frontier. Like, if you want to bring in a big audience and get people into comics again, it needs to be all ages.
Yeah, I think it's good. I don't think I could ever do a mature comic just because I don't think my style mixes well with mature stuff. But even though I love the more violent things, but this was meant more as a kind of a dedication to my oldest son, because I came up with this character after he was born. It was the character's name is Reese Randall, and it's really just a combination of names my wife and I thought of before having our son, who we didn't name Reese or Randall, but we kind of liked the combination of names. When I heard that, I was like, oh, that sounds like a sci-fi. I made up.
That's cool.
An alliteration name is always good.
Yeah, and so it's basically when I'm writing this, I'm thinking of my son on a space adventure. So it's everything kind of has to fit that theme of like what my 7.
That's cool. Yeah, that's super cool, man.
I love the Living Lightyear. That's awesome.
Yeah, I really like the style. It kind of like it reminds me of, oh my gosh, what was a toy company like Tech Deck? Like your art style reminds me of Tech Deck with all these characters in the art style, and with Trent Kenanuga, I think that's how it's pronounced, from the Creed comics.
Yeah, Creed. There you go.
You got like
oh shoot, all right.
Yeah, you got like a really nice style to it, and a nice mix.
Yeah.
But
it's really polished too. Like,
oh yeah,
I think it's very. I think it'll be an easy pickup for people. Like, I'll 100% buy this for my daughter. And she would love like this kind of stuff. And she's been drawing lately. She's like, I hope she never listens to this stream. She's not an artist, but she loves to draw, and she's drawn some really cute, cool stuff. Like, she might be an artist, but right now she's just learning. But this is the type of stuff she absolutely loves. Like, this kind of vibe of art, I guess. And she draws a lot of stuff in this, like, not like this, obviously, Mark. She's not drawing like this, but she would love it. And like, this is an easy buy for me as a dad, an all ages book that looks really cool, great colors, great art. And I think it's going to be an easy pickup for a lot of other people. So I'm excited for you to launch that.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope it does well.
I think it'll totally do well.
It's a lot of fun, and it's I don't plan on doing a ton of comics down the road, but this one I've really wanted to get out, just to at least give it to my kid to be like, oh, look what I made for you, and
and you're doing it right. Like, you're gonna have it done, and that's huge.
Yeah.
To just be able to be like, it's done. Hey, guess what, guys? I'm gonna run this thing for however many days it's gonna run, and then it's gonna get shipped. It's gonna get made and shipped real fast. So that's
because cool. I also know if I were to launch this, I would definitely flake out and just never get it done. So it's kind of a good thing that it's not out there yet. So
it is all consuming when you're under the grind of an Indiegogo campaign.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, very cool.
All right.
Hey, I'm gonna probably start winding this down. I know we could probably go all night and talk about a bunch of stuff, but you had mentioned that you had a game or something you were going to make us do.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It was planned for 4, but I think I can work in the others here.
Okay.
It was just something if we were having a lot of awkward pauses. So I was thinking of the scenario where the coronavirus pretty much wipes out the planet. and only a few. I am tasked with carrying on the human race. And my name is now Corona Noah in my fabulous arc.
Oh my god!
So I've been tasked. I've selected you gentlemen and your wives. If anybody doesn't have a wife, your whatever significant other. And I had specific tasks for you guys to help carry on the human race as we venture into space here. So I was just going to go through it. I had a special task for each of you. I'll try and think of some extra ones for Ichthy and Jimmy. Macho, your task was all I could grab was like a briefcase, a fanny pack, and a giant trailer. And so and to pack our arc with. It's a very small arc. So Macho, your task was to select 5 items of pop culture that we're going to bring to the new world, and this is all we have. So it could be a painting, a comic, a movie, a CD, and anything you want, but it's got to be pop culture related. It could be a VHS recording.
Okay.
And you got to carry on our pop culture with these 5 items.
Okay. All right. Do I have to go right now?
Yeah, do it.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go with 5 items of pop culture. This is really difficult. All right, I'm gonna go with a copy of the original '77 Star Wars. Okay. Unedited, non-Lucas edition. All right.
Theatrical cut.
Theatrical cut. Correct. So we're gonna go with that. I'm going to go with, I'll probably pick up. Can I say a long box of comics? Is that more than 5 items? That's more than 5.
I'll count it as one. It's a magical briefcase you're working with here. So.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's ordained. I'm Corona Noah, so this is
okay. Perfect. So if I'm able to bring that, I'm gonna make sure I have a large selection of Mutt's favorite artist, Rob Liefeld. Also,
carry on art for the generations to come.
That's right. Yeah,
and that's what you choose. You choose that.
Hey, wait! I'm not done. I had other names.
This is for all time and space.
I'm really just doing that to poke you. Is really all I'm saying that as.
Oh well, you're not poking me. I love Rob, so thank you for saving him.
I'll take some Rob. I'll also take a large selection of Jack Kirby, whatever I can fit in there, because he's one of our favorites. Everybody should love Jack Kirby. And then I'm going to stuff it full of as much 90s nostalgia as I can because you got
to be specific. We got 2 more items here. 3 more.
Oh, gosh.
4 items. Yeah.
All right. So let me move on then. Pop culture.
You can't say all 90s items get to go in my
No. Yeah. All right.
He likes the Shatterstar limited series. That's his favorite.
So when we talk about Z-list characters, Shatterstar will definitely come up.
Nice. I had the action figure.
I do too. He's in my truck. All right. So I got Star Wars. I got some comic books. Let's see. Gosh, I feel like we need some music. So maybe Queen's Greatest Hits. All right.
This is what you're selecting for the future generations to listen to.
Yeah.
Oh, Macho is gonna mess us up so bad.
For you, Mutt.
And what do I get? Two more items? One more item? 2 more items?
Let's get one more item. I think you
one more item. Yeah, I gotta think really good on this one.
I like that so far. You're to carry on pop culture. You've picked Star Wars, a bunch of comic artists, and Queen.
Yeah. And pop culture. What else can I jam in there? I don't know. I'm like blanking right now, trying to think of so many things are running through my head.
I mean, I'm amazed you haven't gone with your avatar, like something related to that. But that's your whole being.
How about that is my whole being? Gosh. How about we'll do a Blu-ray copy of a selection of WrestleMania clips across.
Yeah, you gotta pick one WrestleMania.
There we go. All right, what's that?
Pick one WrestleMania. Which one?
Oh damn it!
I don't know. Maybe like.
I swear, if you pick anything from the Attitude Area, I'm gonna reach to the screen.
That's his favorite. That's his favorite. Yeah,
no.
Just like Queen and 90s.
Queen is great. What's wrong with it? Maybe who won in 10? Was it Bret Hart? That's the only one I can think of for right now.
Bret Hart.
Is it? Let's go with 10. I don't know. We'll go with.
I would have gone 3, but all right.
3.
We'll do Cal next. I had a special one picked out for you because I know that you are a worship leader.
Mm-hmm.
So you are tasked now. You have the fanny pack, so you couldn't fit the whole Bible in there. You're tasked with picking 5 books from the Bible to carry on.
There's a pocket edition, so he's set.
No. You get 5 books from the Bible to carry on for our future Christians. On our
5 books.
5 books.
Jude would be 1.
That's pretty short.
Yeah.
So you could probably go 6.
It's
he gets 5.
packed. I'm going to go with Genesis.
Oh, my God. We're never going to end.
Genesis and Jude. 3 more. 1st and 2nd Samuel. And
what's your last
Romans. No. Second. Forget about Samuel's.
You're not going to get a gospel in there?
No, let's think.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, man, we're becoming like freaking Jews instead of Christians at this point.
Okay. Genesis. I'll do them in order. Genesis. John.
In order.
Acts. Jude and Revelation.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
A couple in between there.
Switched it up on us too.
Yeah, man.
Out of the Old Testament, I see, but okay.
No, my favorite part was like he picked Jude for us to start small, and then he chose Genesis. That's gonna take us a while for us to finish.
Yeah, well, we'll be reading for a while, so.
Just glad you didn't pick any books because we would have all killed ourselves on the ark.
I was gonna pick Romans, but you know what? I think with John and Acts and Revelation, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good combo.
The gist. All right, Mutt Man, because you're a wild man and the puppy beater, you are now tasked with selecting 5 animals each that we're gonna use to survive with.
Well, let me tell you one animal that will not be coming is frogs. There is no reason in the world for frogs to exist. Frogs are the most disgusting creatures on the planet. They're like water demons. I don't know why God made those nasty things. I hate them.
Well, except for the frogs that you can lick and get a buzz off of.
Yeah. They're all gross and nasty. There's better ways for bugs to be gotten rid of than frogs. I don't know. I just hate those things. Let's see. 5 animals. Well, we would need a cow because we got to have burgers.
Yeah.
We would need a pig because we got to have bacon. We would need a chicken because we got to have eggs, and we got to have chicken wings.
Oh, yes.
So let's see. I got 2 more.
Are we just gonna carve pieces of the cow out when we want a burger, or?
Well, you get 2 of each animal, right?
You get 2 of each. You got 2 cows.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Both alive until we get to our new world, but yeah.
It's the ark, baby. We're going to come out of there and be like cattle ranchers within a couple of weeks. So let's see. We get the cattle. We got the
cattle, pig, and chicken.
Yep. And we're going to also probably need some sheep for clothing.
Okay.
And we're going to need man's best friend. We better get some dogs.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
We're going to leave the cats to rot because
the world does not need cats.
We do not need those in the world. I hope that you bring a cow and a bull, and you don't screw us over by bringing 2 cows.
A couple of cows. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so I got to think of something for the other 2 here. All right, Jimmy. All right, we're gonna need a doctor on our arc. You are allowed to pick. You are allowed to pick 3 medications for us to bring.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Vicodin.
Vicodin, and more Vicodin.
It will be It'll be Viking and Excel. No, I'm just kidding.
He's like crack cocaine.
Yeah, some Tylenol. We need some Tylenol to you can put up with each other when we give each other headaches. That little thing. Some Xanax. Just kidding.
We'll be chilled out, man. We will be chilled out.
We'll be drooling. No, actually, I think as long as they're bringing the frogs after all, then we don't need anything to buzz. We'll just lick the frog and
So Jimmy's sneaking frogs on the ship.
Unnecessary.
Man, when it comes to medication, that's tough because I wouldn't even know what to bring. I don't even know what to bring myself. I bought my first aid kit yesterday.
Hey, you're doing pretty good in life, buddy.
Yeah, we were.
Benadryl is always a solid choice for a medication to have.
Benadryl.
And my fiance is like, we need to put together a first aid kit, and I didn't know what goes in a first aid kit, so I bought the one that was about this big, and it came with like one Band-Aid. Yeah, so it was crazy, and I mean, we had the granddaughter over who runs around and gets boo-boos, so it's like you're allowed one boo-boo while you're being grandpa. So I'm gonna say the same thing to you guys on the ship. Only one person, one Band-Aid. I'm bringing the same.
I'm dangerous, man. You guys gonna have to watch it.
It'll be Macho. He'll be the one that needs it.
All right, and Ichthy5.
Thank you, Macho.
Yeah.
Right, I'm sorry, I tried.
It's okay.
You are tasked with bringing. You may select one alcohol for all.
Oh God, I don't even drink alcohol, so I would not even know.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
I am unprepared for this.
You can't leave him in charge of the alcohol. I'll switch
it goes against this whole Bible thing.
Yeah, let's switch it up. Let Ichthy5 handle the Bible, and let Cal handle the alcohol.
Get on the ark, so I want someone I can trust.
Oh man, what one alcohol? Jeez. Oh God.
Let's just do rubbing alcohol. We could add it on to what we need for medical.
That's true. Yeah. Rubbing alcohol then.
And Eric says vodka.
It's vodka. Mixed with everything. Come on.
That's both the alcohol and the medication. So.
You could put it in wine, champagne. You could put it in orange juice. You could put it in your mouth.
Lee Johnson says we don't need alcohol if we have mushrooms.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, what seeds? Somebody answer that one. What plant seeds would you bring? You get 5 packs of seeds. What would you bring?
Some major GMO modified corn is number 1.
Let's get that one.
Wait, what happened?
You get to pick seeds, 5 seeds.
Mustard seed, just to go with the Bible.
From that, we'll move whatever else get in their path from.
Yeah, well, you need mustard for your burgers too. So
true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll put mushrooms. What else? Ooh, watermelon seeds.
Okay.
Because we need good big portions.
Yeah.
What else? Seeds.
We've got mustard and watermelon.
You guys are already laughing. I'm not even giving the answer.
You've chosen mushrooms, mustard, and watermelon.
Dude, mushrooms don't have seeds.
They don't?
No.
They don't say mushrooms.
Mushrooms are fungus.
That's a fungus.
That's awful.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
I think they grow from spores.
Yeah, they do.
Let me see.
How many spores
We're gonna go on?
There's some important ones that you may have heard of.
Yeah.
Like corn. You ever heard of that one?
Corn I'm not a big fan of corn, so that's why I didn't choose corn.
But literally, you are a fan of corn because everything you eat and most things you touch are probably have corn in them.
That's right. You can make everything from it. We got to have some corn.
Eric says hemp seed. He says you can make everything from hemp.
That's true too. You could do.
That's true.
Hemp's a good one.
You can also make
So I have a question.
I know if it's gonna be a hemp seed, we will legally change hemp because I don't like that name hemp.
So I have a hypothetical question for you guys.
Okay.
Talked about wives earlier. So on this boat, what if Noah says to you, well, you can bring your wife onto the boat with you, or you can bunk with Megan Fox?
Oh.
What would you do?
I'm gonna have to bring my bride. Yeah.
Oh, I'll bring my blushing bride. No question about it.
See, now this is live and people can watch and it's gonna be recorded. So
okay.
You're not gonna get the honest answers out of anybody. So.
Can we bring Megan Fox but put her in like a glass tube?
Why you have to put her in the glass tube? I'm single, man. Why are you taking this away from me?
I
will repopulate this whole mankind.
Yeah, but then we're going to introduce you to Megan Fox, and she's going to misread your name and go, "He itches in five spots." I don't want that.
I promise I don't give rashes.
Like, what's itchy
5 times?
Yeah, but he's the last guy left. I mean, so
yeah, exactly.
Be it.
Yeah. No choice.
By the way, I didn't mean Megan Fox in a tube nude. I meant like she's our like Siri. We want to know something about pop culture. We just go ask Megan Fox.
Yeah, don't ask me.
she tells us.
Then what's the whole point of having a wife then?
What's Noah doing with Megan Fox?
Well, if you want Megan Fox for your wife, then I guess you could take her. But I don't think anyone else would pick Megan Fox.
Not select Megan Fox for a boat. That was Mutt's responsibility to bring the animals.
Yeah.
When you're looking for a wife, you have different things you're looking for than.
I'm well aware he did not say fox. I'm pretty disappointed he didn't choose an alligator.
Oh, I didn't. No, it's true.
No, but Megan is a fox. We're still bringing a fox on board.
Oh, it did not. Oh God, so it was an actual fox.
Yeah.
Wow, the tables have turned.
I'm still nervous about the channels. I'm still.
You're going to give up your wife for an actual fox named Megan.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Joke's on you, buddy.
Oh, I love it.
I was not well aware he chose fox.
Lee, my wife would have kicked her off the boat by now. Don't worry.
Oh man.
Lee Johnson says that Noah isn't letting you on the boat if he's got Megan Fox on.
Oh my God.
That's true. Noah not allowed Megan Fox.
She's not getting saved.
Or Gal Kadat. That's what Eric Hawkins says.
Noah's second in command, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm crying right now. I'll be wearing my tinfoil hat now, sitting in my corner.
We really need better ideas. I just want to tell you guys that we didn't do good. I think if we were in this situation, we'd be in some trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, at least we'd have some Rob Liefeld comics to read.
That's how it started, right there.
Videos to watch.
That was mainly to just get under Mutt's skin, but you know what? I stand by my
you were
decision.
picking artists, and you didn't pick your own artist.
Forget.
Yeah, right.
He's with us already. I didn't have to pick him.
No, like he could have said
a suitcase for his hero comic.
He could have said hero. We could have put hero in there, or Shinobi Sasquatch, or anything. And he's like, he goes, "Let's put Rob Liefeld comic."
Yeah, the Shinobi Sasquatch because it's not done yet.
By then, it should be.
No, probably not. I'm joking, Rob. If you, but seriously, it won't be done by then.
Yeah, we got a lot of thinking to do.
It's hot in here.
Better.
We should, so we should now come back with better answers next time.
No, what we should do is we should go forward with what we've discussed and make it work.
Megan Fox?
Yeah, that's pretty good. We should.
Yeah. We should make up a story about how this would actually work out.
Oh,
everybody would hate me. They'd be like, all Dan plays is Queen, and he's looking at terrible.
He didn't even bring a compilation. He just brought like a single. He brought like bicycle.
Yeah, right.
Can everyone DM me your items, and I want to write a short story about this. And Megan Fox will be in a glass tube, and she will be like Siri. My wheels are turning. So DM me all your items.
But the next time we do this, we got to do the Naked and Afraid edition.
Yeah.
You got to be naked and afraid.
There's just put a scene in there where I actually killed Dan because he made me listen to Bohemian Rhapsody again.
It'll be just like Wayne's World, you and me.
He's like, "Come on, dude, Bohemian Rhapsody."
We're like at the stage where we have like one viewer left, and we're just having fun. This is good.
We got 4 viewers, but but
that's when you know it's good.
I am going to lock her down here in a few minutes because
I
have to get up in the morning. But I just want to go ahead and start winding it down. That was an excellent exercise, Mark. And Cal is going to write us a little short story based off of our terrible decisions. It's going to be fantastic.
And it will be on Patreon this month because why not?
Yeah, perfect. I want to thank everybody for coming on. Jimmy, is great to meet you.
Absolutely.
We'll have you back sometime. Ichthy5, a pleasure as well, sir.
Absolutely.
Good luck to you on your comic. Let me know when that gets out, and we'll make sure we're sharing it around.
Yeah, most definitely. Thank you for inviting me. This was really fun.
Yeah, and as always, thanks to the Goon Squad, Cal, Mark, and Mutt, for coming on. We'll be back in another. We probably won't be back this week. We're usually on Thursdays, but we'll probably be back next Thursday, and we'll have some sort of theme we'll be talking about, and it'll be great. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be great. And yeah, I'll let you guys sign off on your own, and then we'll cut it. So let's let Ichthy5 go first.
Oh, okay.
Tell us where you can be found and any info you want to spit out.
Oh, you can find me in milk cartons. I'm kidding. To find me is on Twitter. It's called Official Ichthy5 with a capital O and a capital I. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm mostly active on Twitter so far and promoting my comic, Juvenile Mutant Pro Wrestling Gators. So most definitely I'll get that done next month. It's going to be like an 8-page comic. Hopefully that you guys will love the conclusion as me and Cassidy are. So I'm pretty hyped. I'll tell you that much. I already booked like 2 interviews for next month because I know that I'll get this book done by then.
Right on.
I like his confidence, man. That's awesome.
All right, Jimmy. Let's hear where we can find you and anything else you want to let us know.
Oh yeah, actually, I have my own YouTube channel, which is Jimmy Reyes Art on YouTube. I point as if I don't know if you guys can see that. Look, my name on the screen. I don't know.
Yep, Jimmy Reyes Art.
But yeah, Jimmy Reyes Art. I'm gonna start doing live streams too to do inking demos, and I'm gonna host guests, different professionals on there.
Sweet.
So awesome. You guys can join me. Maybe I can bring you guys on when I figure out how to bring.
When you run out of professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be glad to.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
All right. Mark, hit us up. Where can we find you, and what do you want us to know?
Find me at the handle here. I think I nailed it too. 6 a.m. Comics. And if you guys are interested, check out Starfetched on Apple Arcade. I did all the artwork on that. It's my game, and it's not the best game, but it's fun to look at. So, and obviously check me out at 6 a.m. Comics, and that's all I got.
You really know how to sell games, man.
It's kind of Metroid.
It's not great, but it looks beautiful. So,
all
right, Mutt, hit us up.
All right, I am Mutt Man. I'm Mutt Man 75 at Twitter. I am at Mutt Man 75 on Instagram, and please go to Facebook and like our page It's me and Macho's page, although he doesn't put any work into it. I put all the work into it. It's called
100% truth.
100% true. And the name of the page is Atomic Elbow Comics. That's our press name. So please go like that, and that's where you'll see all of the hero artwork come up first, and all the cool swag things that we get in. That's where you'll get to see it first. So follow me there too, please.
You know, when Mutt's talking, we got to do the Brady Bunch thing. We got to like all look up at him like.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
Here's a story of the lovely Mutt Man.
Who would beat up his little puppy because he pooped in the floor?
Oh no!
Shameful.
All right, cool. Cal, let us know about you.
I'm Cal.
Cal.
Find me. Just Google Cal Jameson, and that whole page is me. Just the top one is Twitter. I think the next one is YouTube, and then Facebook is a couple down from that. My Indiegogo's on there. So if you want to find anything I do, just Google Cal Jameson, and I'm that first page. But also, my Patreon hasn't made it onto the first page of Google yet. Patreon.com/Cal the Scribe. Patreon.com. I have 5 whole patrons, and those people are getting to read like backstories for Shinobi Sasquatch characters and other stuff I'm doing. So if you want to be one of the 5, actually you'd be one of the 6 if you join, and then 7 if there's somebody before you that joins. But anyway, you see how numbers work. So if you join Patreon, for me, you can be one of those people who get to read. If you're $3 a month, you get a short story for one of my comic book universes, and then if you're, I think it's $6 a month, you get a chapter of a novel of mine. I've written a novel, and I'm writing 2 other novels right now. So you kind of get those in chapters, chapter at a time. So long plug, but please, I want more patrons. So yeah, do that. Anyway, yeah, that's me. Oh, and please, in the intervening weeks before you get to watch us stream again, watch Enter the Dojo. Have you guys heard of that? Go on YouTube and look up Enter the Dojo. It's a really funny comedy series. It's been going for since 28.
Is it Master Ken? Is that
him? Master Ken.
Yes, I know Master Ken. Yeah.
Amaradote is the martial art form.
Yeah.
And that's when I did this, one of the girls on the intro does this. The girl on the intro. It's really funny. I've watched the first season and a half, and it's funny stuff.
Yeah.
Not every episode is a hit, but it's funny.
All right. And I am Macho Dano. You can find me at Macho Dano on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, please go to the page that I don't do anything with, but I'm a part of, Atomic Elbow Comics on Facebook. I got to start doing it. Full disclosure, I started a new job, and I've been very busy at this new job. Very busy trying to impress my coworkers. That's what my goal has been the last week. But I will eventually start helping Mutt out at some point, maybe if I feel like it. So anyway,
he's a llama groomer. He grooms llamas professionally. So.
He's really good at it too.
They might make more money than I do for real.
I want to know before we go. Everyone has such nice backgrounds. Look at this thing. I got my closet back here.
Yeah. You
should open it up.
I'm in the macho cave.
Slap a couple posters on those doors, man. I mean,
the doors
behind the mystery doors. Check this out. This is a studio tip right here. Watch this. This is pretty neat.
Please be a toilet.
Yeah, right.
Oh no!
Yeah, look, let me get out of the way. This is a printer.
Oh,
yeah. It's wireless, and check this out.
A fridge.
Oh, and a fridge. Well done.
Nice. Nicely done.
Yeah, that's pro tip right there.
We can walk around, and I can do the macho tour of my.
Look at that!
Yeah, all kinds.
Oh yeah!
I'm picturing a wall.
Some of my bikes over there, and where's it at? my like spin bike. That's where all the exercise happens.
Oh yeah.
That little trampoline.
Yeah. And I jump on that really tiny trampoline.
The ceiling from where you put it.
And then there's my dead dog laying on the ground.
He groomed. That's the long
living king.
There it is.
Beater got him.
So, Marximus, what lighting are you using, man? Like, you in heaven or what?
I just have a lamp right there in front of me. Otherwise,
you have a what?
Like, there's a lamp like right in front of me.
Oh, I gotta start doing that. I need to start.
Especially with this monitors too.
I literally have a big TV on, and it's just scrolling through pictures, and that's what lights me up.
My lighting is always the worst, and now I understand why. You guys have better ideas than me for lighting.
Yeah.
I have that same Hellboy hand somewhere.
Yeah, but you don't have this Mr. Potato Head, though, bet.
I don't have one of those.
It really bothers me.
All the pieces. He's brand new. Got all the pieces, baby.
All right.
Wait, are we holding up?
Yeah, we're holding up all our stuff now.
Hold on. Look at all my behold.
This
my
is the
stuff
where we hold up all of our stuff.
Our stuff. That Hellboy hand is somewhere. I don't know where it is, but there's all my action figures and my macho sunglasses.
Oh wow. Mine are all out of away from the camera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Too. I got a little Reese Randall for my comic here.
Oh, that's awesome. What is
that? Custom made for me. So my favorite character.
What is that thing?
What on earth is that?
This is an alpaca from Machu Picchu.
Ah, very cool.
Look at that.
Wow, man. He's got 6 eyes.
Yeah,
I can't believe people are still watching us do this.
I know.
This is stupid. If anybody's watching this, they really just need to double check their priorities.
All right. Hey, everybody, Lee Jordan, Eric, Trusty. Lee Johnson. Eric, Trusty, and anybody else that is still watching. We really
this guy Commandi. That's what I'm talking about. That's my jam, Commandi, baby.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, well, he's actually got stuff.
Mark's running somewhere.
Man, that's awesome. Look, you got your. What is that poster back there? Is that the how to wash your hands list?
Oh, that's Pokemon. From like,
Dang.
how old.
Look at that slabbed book.
Holy
Oh shoot!
My first Nightcrawler appearance. That's why I love it. So.
Dude, that is awesome.
Now you're making me want to take my freaking CGC. Hold up.
Uh-oh, here we go.
This is what's happening.
You know, Macho's not going to join in on this party because all he's got is 90s stuff.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what? I got a winning lottery ticket.
All right. Oh, hey, all right.
Whopping $4 right there.
Hold on, I got something. Hold on.
A win is a win. You got to take it.
He's got licensed Macho Man underwear on. He's gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna come out with us
streaking through.
So, if you guys got this, look, he showed his exercise back there. I got
Oh, no, all right, there you go. Got a Nerf gun for protection.
Nice.
Oh, dang. Look at that Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I had Spider-Man.
Silver. 9.8, baby.
Yeah.
Nice. Right on.
All right. Hold on. Check this out. I have a small collection. I bought this with Mutt, actually. These are the first things that I grabbed. But a small collection of Captain Victory.
Oh, man. That's neat. Those are neat.
Yeah, that one. Boom, Captain Victory.
This is why I picked you to select animals for
so much Captain Victory. These are what I've been reading lately.
Captain Victory. I just got my Cyborg USA comics in the mail the other day.
Oh yeah,
they're freaking awesome.
They look really
awesome. Like it hit every note with me.
Where are you getting these things?
Painted animals.
Mutt's hobby is like making little.
He paints little ceramic horses.
Ceramic horses.
This is from London. Okay. And this is from Africa.
We know now Mutt Man is actually Noah now.
Yeah, right. He was the guy picking the animals.
Picchu.
Why didn't you say llamas with headdresses when you were given the animals you got to bring?
See, look, Mutt Man, look, this mine's from China. Look, mine came from China. I got one
more. Oh, look, Mark's grabbing one more thing.
Oh no!
All right.
Hey, it's nice to see Mark coming out of the closet.
All right, I still have my most prized possessions, I guess. Here we go.
All right.
Big guns. I got I got these custom wrestling cards I made. I got Hulk Hogan.
Hold on. Look at this.
Oh, those are so cool. I've seen those.
I got Jimmy Hart.
Look at that.
You got them signed.
Are they signed? Are they signed?
They're signed, yeah. Coco Beware.
Oh my god!
Oh, he gets the full screen for this.
Yeah.
Bruce the Barber Beefcake. Who actually, he reached out to me and asked if he could have a deck, so I sent it. I made him give me a signed copy.
He's deceased now, right?
No, he's alive. Oh, is he? He'll still be alive. Is he dead? Corona get him? I got
oh my god.
Brother Love.
Brother Love. Oh.
I got Cowboy Orton.
Wow.
You have a David Arquette?
I don't have a David Arquette. I got one of those Shockers. I got Luke. Yeah.
Ooh.
Someday I'll get this up. Oh man, what is going on with this camera? There
it is.
That's cool.
I got Axe and Smash.
Cool, man.
I got a whole bunch. I got a whole bunch of them. I'm not gonna go through them.
Wow. That is pretty. That's pretty epic.
All right. I think Mark wins.
Mark wins tonight.
But let me show you what I got.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on.
Another alpaca?
No, a silver salmon.
What in the
Silver salmon samurai?
That's exciting.
Oh man,
the praying mantis.
Oh my god.
Oh no, you're doing yoga? Oh, you know what? That's a dry erase board behind you. I thought Mutt had like this super cool office door.
No, it's not.
And he was
it's definitely not super. Nothing about Mutt's super cool. You'll learn that.
And then I thought you were gonna have this 1950s woman walk through. And you're gonna call her a dame.
Yeah.
Sin City scene.
Hey, give me a drink, say. Like that. Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, say goodbye, everybody. We're gonna finish this offline. You guys, everybody have a great night. Broadcast is ending. Everybody stick around.
Later.
Later.